And unmute. There we go. Hey guys. Episode 51 of Kobold Kingmaker is here. And as we're getting ourselves situated here, go and do the recap for your extra hero point.
As usual, I'm up for it unless somebody wants to volunteer for it.
Don't think anybody else is. Alright.
Here we go. Okay. So, in Pitax, we slew King Iravetti and recovered Briar, the sword that came from the Fae Nerissa's heart. Nerissa is the Fae who's been causing all sorts of problems around the area. In his chambers, we discovered a compilation of his notes that outlined all the schemes about how to invade or otherwise undermine us in many different ways. It also detailed further information on the darkness beneath Candlemere Island, as well as how to break the seal on whatever's held back under there. But the final note in there was about Nerissa herself, saying something about the blade was hidden under White Rose all this time. It's safe now, but I don't think I'll be telling her about it just yet. So he was aware of the importance of this blade, but possibly not what exactly it was for. We paraded Iravetti's head out before the keep as we had promised, and that's weird. I put the wrong name in there for some reason. And Parenth put in a launch day fireball into the sky as a flare to attract the crowds. Kiba gave a speech to calm the people, encourage hope for the future of the city, introduced the idea that the city will be again ruled by a council, but a broader one than what they had before, so that more people from different walks of life might be able to contribute to the fortunes of the city. We met various contacts on the way out of the city, wrapping up a few loose ends, saying some goodbyes for now, and headed back for the White Rose Monastery, where we met Evindra, Nerissa's sister, within the well in her cavern. We returned her shawl to her, which she needed in order to get her power back, and she entrusted us with the sword Briar, and told us that in order to save Nerissa with Briar, we need to find a glimmer of hope within Nerissa's soul. We must convince her to take her heart back. And if she doesn't want it, if she refuses and we can't find a way, then she cannot be restored. So we wondered how to actually use it, but she told us that when the time is right, it'll become apparent. Oh, and if we can't, and if she gets slain, if Nerissa gets slain, her spirit will forever remain heartless and evil. So we're going to have to find a way if we want this to have a good ending. So she returned to Skillport with us, and we were pleased and a little bit surprised to hear that there were no emergencies in progress, no special events that needed attending to. All was well for now. And envoys had already been dispatched to Pitax in order to help smooth things over. And we realized that Nerissa's attacks on our kingdom would come at some point, but we have some time to tie up some loose ends. The tower at Candlemere was one such loose end, so we performed the ritual to unseal the depths and dived in, quickly encountering 5 of Pharasma's grave knights, who tried to force us out, talking about their sacred duty. However, they had been corrupted by the dark presence within, and we had to fight and put them out of their misery. And here we are, wounded, but needing to press on.
It is true. And amidst these bodies, well, mostly the armor, that's all that remains of these grave knights, in this chamber that has these pillars, each carved to resemble tentacles reaching from floor to ceiling, well, you've rested in worse places. So, how do you guys proceed?
We sure have.
Well, we definitely need to do some sort of resting here.
I feel like if we don't, at least one of you is going to die. I'm sorry. One of us. I should include myself in that.
Well, I'm rather feeling mortally wounded.
Yeah, no need to be so grim.
Right.
I'm definitely on board with
Yes, we
that.
should rest.
Alright.
Definitely. Don't expect any more juice from me. Unless it's an emergency.
So, who's doing what to get everyone in ship shape?
Just some medicine. So we have Kiba, of course.
I have a lay on hands every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Here, in a place like this, we're gonna be seeing how well you guys do with your healing as well. How long it takes, I should say. It is probably pretty important in such a desolate place while you're trying to rest. Do it quickly.
We could probably go a floor up, so we only have one exit to watch.
Definitely sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So, you guys head back up. You don't need to move your tokens, but you head back up to the sort of spiral staircase that you entered this place on. There was no threats there to begin with, so safe enough to rest there. The only thing being a draft that seems to be wafting up from the lower dungeon here because of that plug you opened, that sort of seal, spiral seal on this place. But yes, during that time, of course, many of you would be watching. No need for perception checks on that. I just want to know exactly who's doing what for each 10-minute round of healing here. Whether that be
I will
medicine.
be doing medicine checks
Okay.
to make a little bit of healing.
Not
Pursuer's probably gonna keep an eye out on their one entrance or an exit.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure.
No, I'm probably treating my own wounds, and do I have time? Maybe someone else's.
Sure. You guys know what the macros are for the medicine checks as well.
What the DCs are?
Well, the DC is what you choose it to be for whatever, like, level of healing you want out of it.
I do
Just-
not have those handy.
Well, in the macro, it'll give you those. So if you look up, like, treat wounds in the top right, Pentium tab, you'll find that.
Well, we have a crap load of healing potions, so here's what I'm doing the first 10 minutes. Using some moderate healing potions.
Okay.
And I can just chug those back really fast, so it's not like
Yeah, start going through them.
I have like 6 of these in my inventory. And we have like 15 of them in the party stash.
Mm-hmm. And Kiba, how much is lay on hands on each yours?
One last healing potion for me.
Okay, I can only do 15 because I'm only trained in medicine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There, that's
I'm
the
gonna
easy way to
patch-
figure it out. It's
Patch
48
myself
each.
up a little.
Mm-hmm. So, Kiba, you can put that on yourself as well for this. Draft, there is a macro you can find that'll do this all for you, so we don't have to, worry about too much there. But yes, that is a critical success, so that means 4d8 plus 10, I believe, for the DC you selected.
No, just 4d8 because
Oh, okay.
this is the trained level. I don't have any other
Oh, right, right.
proficiency other above trained.
Okay. So, Gaz, using the risky surgery, dealing a little bit of damage to themselves, but, making do with it. 63 there. That would be the first 10 minutes, and yes, Kiba, make sure to give that lay on hands out to somebody, because this is the first 10 minutes you would be able to do something with it.
Trying, but there's so much shatter.
Mm-hmm.
It's for Gaz.
All right.
Thank you.
Because you have the wounded condition, my priority is to get that taken care of ASAP.
All right.
Does rescue surgery not remove wounded?
It's a treat wounds, so yes, it does.
Treat wounds does
Oh.
take of it, so it's fine. All this really is, guys, is I want to know how much time you are spending on these, because the time seems to be, something important here. So, first 10 minutes passes. Giraffe, did you heal yourself with that?
Yes.
Okay. So that means you do have treat wounds immunity for an hour. It would basically, at this point, be Kiba spending that because, I think Yarmsir could be healed by some of the treat wounds, but, yeah. I know
Yes, please.
before we've sort of hand-waved it a little bit more, but I do want to go through it.
think it might have been a better idea to have one dedicated treat woundser.
Maybe, but
Worst case scenario, just grab some potions from the bag.
Mm-hmm. There are 10 moderate healing potions sitting in the bag, and of course, if they're in the bag, you can't really use them in combat.
I actually have 13.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Not to,
split for some
not to
reason.
mention moderates don't exactly do a whole lot in combat either, even if you do have them.
And guys, you don't have to declare exactly what you're doing. Just put it out to chat. If I see a lay on hands, that means you're using lay on hands. If I see a treat wounds roll, means you're doing treat wounds, so go through it.
Which might probably mark that I'm used battle medicine on myself the last session, just so I don't.
Checking this.
Mm-hmm.
You should also remove wounded from yourself, Gaz.
Removes all wounds. On a treat success, yes.
Oh, fair enough.
I think it's only when you're at full health, though.
Right,
The full
Annie
health is for magical healing.
They're at full health as well.
Like when you're at full health and rest. Not magical healing, but like if you're at full health and rest for 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
it'll go away.
Yep.
So that was what I was trying to do there. My target now is Giraffe.
Okay. But more. This marks down 20 minutes of time.
Thank you.
I'm going to use this extra 10 minutes to change some spells.
Okay.
Well, a spell.
Five for Yarmsir. Using that up. Alright. Yarmsir is pretty good. Just Giraffe and Kiba that really have any issues at this point.
Yep. And I have not been touched by the medicine yet.
Treat wounds, yeah.
Gaz, maybe you can take care of Kiba?
Yeah, I'm on it. This might sting for a second.
Good. That'll help me know that I'm alive.
Especially
So
the...
It'd be
Is
actually a
Giraffe-
wouldn't sting.
Is Giraffe healing more?
I'm immune to the treat wounds.
For now.
I guess I
she's-
can drink a second potion.
Yeah, you should take more potions. We got plenty.
Yeah.
I can.
Don't be afraid to use
I'm gonna
resources.
take 3 from the bag
That was awesome.
and use them.
I don't forget the risky surgery damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So-
some nice healing.
So is Giraffe immune to just his own treat wounds or everybody's treat wounds?
So...
Everybody's.
Yes, Renner is temporarily immune to treat wounds for the duration.
Okay. Yeah, we should let Gaz do that, not you, Giraffe. No offense.
Yep.
Mhm.
No, I was drinking potions.
No. You healed yourself with treat wounds earlier, and you shouldn't do that. You should let Gaz do that.
Ah, okay.
Because
Gaz
he's
is-
healing for like 70.
Legendary in medicine, so...
Yeah.
My third lay on hands,
Mm-hmm.
followed by the third refocus, is Giraffe.
Alright. So as you guys have spent about 30 minutes up in this spiral, just didn't want to move the tokens, refreshing everybody, renewing them for what is to come, especially those who have felt the gaze upon themselves, that unsettling attention that has sort of maybe gotten you a little bit more paranoid, a little bit more susceptible to fear. You feel as if it's welling again. It's not come just now, but the longer you stay down here, the more that unsettling gaze from something beyond your imagination bores into the back of your minds. So, sort of what seems to be keeping you guys wanting to be fast. With that, it's like basically everybody's near full health.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Mister, you should take some of those better potions out of the stash just in case. In my opinion.
Oh, you're making me a potion jockey?
I mean, you seem to be the best at shoving potions at people.
You have been
I'm
doing that for the
invested.
past 17 levels.
I'm the best at grabbing potions out of my bag. Applying them is pretty much the same for everyone.
Either way, as you all heal, and maybe, of course, probably return down to this hall here with the tentacle pillars all around, you have 3 doorways to each side. Well, not to each side, but, oh, actually, Since you guys have fresh eyes in this place, do make another perception check as well around the room here.
Keep detect magic up like always.
Right. You don't detect any particular magic, but except for that subsuming sort of luminescence in this place, that sort of purple haze that comes from the brickwork, essentially. But yeah, these guys have one more quick look around. None of you notice anything all that particularly. So, you have doorways. Which do you take first?
Anyone got a 3-sided coin?
Well, Giraffe, you're usually very enthusiastic about opening doors.
I like this one.
Let's move carefully.
Thank you, Kiba, for choosing the one we accidentally opened earlier.
I needed some system to pick a door, and that
Yeah.
seemed like the
That one works, yeah. So, up to it.
Let's do it, everybody. Get ready.
And you open it to what seems to be a hallway with a slightly slanted door on the end of it, as if the room beyond is a little bit different from a cube or something like that.
Oh, of course, a door to a door. Why would I expect anything different? Let's go.
Bernth is quick to follow.
Alright. So you all line up there. Kiba.
And I open it.
You open it up, and you begin to see a strangely circular, maybe oval-shaped room before you. And for the moment, it's a little bit difficult to see over everything, but eventually, once you make your way inside, see that it is some sort of amphitheater, actually. I'm actually going to delete some of these walls because they're kind of unnecessary here.
Isn't that a type of dragon?
Sure.
And to describe it, it's sort of a large oblong room. There's 3 enormous ledges, each 5 feet wide and 5 feet high, actually, that descend into concentric ovals towards a dirt stone floor 15 feet below. 2 doors leave the room at the highest level, one at each end, of course, one that you just come through. Oops, I closed it. But as you guys enter this room and are sort of skirting along the edge of it here, roll your perception checks if you're searching this chamber. And Parenth, you don't detect any particular magic in it. So, looking about the space, in the dim light here that sort of challenges any light you guys were to let out into the room, it is only Yarmsir that starts to notice something strange about the stonework along the southern ends of this place. In fact, at 2 places, you notice that the brickwork seems oddly, specifically shaped in a way, belying secret doors, in fact.
A wonderful host a treat to find one of these.
2 of them along the edge.
This feels like that maze of doors.
Really gotta wonder, who all of this is built for. I don't imagine this evil seal here would get confused by the doors.
You think maybe this was built for some other purpose before it was converted into a prison?
Is this a prison? Well, I mean,
It's functioning similarly to one.
Kiba, you passed this door that Yarmsir pointed out.
I did. I just wanted to take a look. Should we try this door then?
Yeah.
Always.
Very well. Let's do it.
Alright, finding the sort of hidden mechanism that unlatches this stonework, opening it up, find a chamber ahead of you.
I advance carefully.
As you enter this sort of angled room here, you start to see several wall carvings that depict some sort of variety of people in unpleasant situations, though. Folks being crushed under stones, prisoners locked behind spiked iron grates, kneeling people weeping beside dead trees, and so on and so on. The carvings aren't exactly uniform, though, and appear to have been made over many years by many different hands. Some just scratched stick figures depicting these scenes, others maybe put a little bit more time into them, but all of them, in common, are scenes of suffering in ways.
I don't like this place.
As each of you
So what's a
enter,
place of worship before it became a prison, as you suggested?
That's what I'm thinking too. Maybe this is them getting out their sorrow. Maybe.
each of you enter as well. Of course, roll your perception checks if we are searching as your exploration activity. Looking out
I
for
can
traps.
certainly think of some ways to remodel this place. I could do some refurnishing.
You all pretty quickly notice something. In the corner of the room, in an otherwise pretty blank room in terms of furniture or anything, you see skeletal remains sort of hunched next to the wall there, with a gleaming chainmail, a blade at their side, and even a cloak sort of draped at their back. Seemingly the only things that survived, as the rest of it has all decayed away.
Is there any magic coming from it?
There is, in fact. Those items all seem to have some sort of magic emanating out from them.
This feels.
But as you all step closer to this corpse here, and Kiba sort of stands over it, perhaps ruminating on what caused that death, there's all of a sudden a chill that enters the room, and a shrill voice screaming out, just out of frustration, just out of suffering, abject suffering. No words escape their lips, but a figure still, cloaked in this blue glow and these glowing yellow eyes, sort of flits just directly out from one of the walls and continues this ear-piercing screeching. I need everyone to roll their
Ew.
initiatives immediately.
Oh yeah, this feels for sure.
Since I was using detect magic, can I roll Arcana for my initiative?
Absolutely. So you are looking out for arcane phenomenon that may belie some approach of a creature.
Oh, that corner. Oh, I was looking at the wrong corner.
Since I'm always fashionable in the battlefield, can I roll performance? I'm just kidding.
I think the last time I rolled above a 10 for initiative was before we got to the Rushlight tournament.
So, as many of you seem to have been very prepared for this, knowing just at the back of your minds that something is going to pop out. Baron, we start with you, as that creature wells up more and more, this screaming that hurts and hurts even more. You have anything to maybe stop it?
Yeah, let's start with a recall knowledge on it.
Okay, that'll be an occultism or a religion check here.
So I've got this handy feat. Lets me use
Oh,
Arcana
yes, of
for
course.
everything.
Universal theory. It's all the same.
Arcana is just better than the other ones.
But, unfortunately, your arcane knowledge doesn't seem to apply here, or, at the very least, you don't know exactly what to think about this creature.
Okay, well, she seems to be laughing. Well, screaming, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how well she does laughing.
Okay.
That's a
As
good
you
way to make
unleash
somebody
this
stop screaming.
fit towards her, it seems to come through slightly in this sort of exasperated way, but mostly they fight through it. They succeed, but not critically.
Alright, that's all 3 actions.
Okay, Yarmsir, anything you have prepared for this?
Wonderful. I'm out of those charges, so I'm going to recall knowledge, religion.
Okay. Well, Yarmsir, you dread to tell your allies this, but this is a banshee. Its mythical sort of history precedes it, of course. But what two things do you want to know specifically about this creature as you rolled a natural 20 on yours?
Lowest save and any special abilities.
Its lowest save is definitely going to be its fortitude save, as it really doesn't have a body to rebuff any sort
Oh
of
boy, poison.
strikes against it. But sorry, what was your second ask?
Of course. Any special abilities?
Their special ability, well, their dreaded special ability is going to be the Wail of the Banshee. She is going to just unleash this wail that may drain the life force from you all and may even kill you if you are too weak to withstand it. So it's a death effect.
Oh. Wonderful. Is there any way, like, does covering your ears help against that in any way, similarly to closing your eyes against other effects?
If you had both hands free to cover your ears.
Gotcha. Well then. I have ghost charges, which means that I should, pull out I should get my crossbow ready and, aid Giraffe in his next attack.
Okay.
That's a big overseer.
Giraffe, what do you do?
Oh boy, I guess I'm gonna stride into melee range and double slice to see what this ghost is made of.
Okay.
Well, ghost.
I'll aid here. On the second strike, that is.
Sure thing. So you go for the first. You do slice into its form, it doesn't get away. But as the bloodthirst sort of ripples through its ghostly form, it's going to have a tough time affecting it in any way, really, only tearing at the threads of their semi-corporeal form. Yarmsir, not helping very much.
That's +1.
Thankfully, this second attack will do full damage because of double slice's properties. If it were to
Would.
hit.
But unfortunately, with the Yarmsir rolling a natural 1, that brings it down to effectively an 18, which would be a +1 actually, because
Yeah.
the DC is really only 15. Even if you even if you roll a natural 1, it's only reduces the degree of success by 1, which means, Giraffe, you actually do hit.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, finally, aiding helps.
Mm-hmm.
Man, here I thought that the crit fail would do nothing.
No one.
So no damage reduction on that one.
Okay.
Thank you, double
So-
slice.
With that, well, they're actually not no damage reduction. They are combined for the purposes of it. Correct. So
Yeah, they're combined for the purpose of reduction. I'm just paraphrasing rules.
yeah. Unfortunately, the cold and electricity still doesn't get past their. Actually, no, the electricity would. So it was 5, and then that would. 2. Got to do math here because the automation will do this.
Wait, I have thundering on both.
Well, the electricity, the energy mutagen is going on.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. We
yes.
still have.
So, that being said, it'll take like that, yeah. 4 of that. And then it'll take the full physical damage there, which is 5 plus 11, 16. Right. So, as you slash into it this time, it seems to have a little bit more of an effect.
Awesome. That would be
Alright.
my turn.
So, as you guys strike it here, and as you, well, rush up to it, it's very quickly going to sort of ripple throughout the room here, and as it
I'm
does
gonna
so...
make an attack.
Okay. Raph sort of slashing out before it can get too far away from him, but missing that strike. It seems as it gains momentum, it is going to be a little bit harder to strike. It's concealed after making a movement like that. Then, of course, 2 actions. It unleashes the loudest portion of their wailing, their despairing, the soul-chilling wail of the Banshee. So for the purposes of this here, actually, let me put this down real quick. Then, sorry, this creature is a little bit difficult. Ooh, yes, there we go. Actually, it's not Banshee anymore. There we Bear with me here. And DC. This. Okay. Unleashes the wails of the damned. I need everyone. Make a fortitude save.
Actually, it's the concentrate action, so
Mm-hmm.
I get to do this.
Oh my gosh.
She attempts to concentrate upon it. You are striking through Yarmsir, so she'll get +1, and you need to do the DC 5 flat check here.
Yep.
Let's see that first here. You do succeed on that. See if you hit.
Let's pray for it.
Mm-hmm. Get the dice, wouldn't do it.
0 points.
Okay. You see what's coming, you've prepared yourself for it, you try as you might, but it's just avoiding
not
a
happening.
strike, not distracted by it. I need now everyone to make this reflex save up here. Just pull it down for you all.
Quickly, dodge the song.
There we go.
On the bright side, it should be
Wait.
difficult for me to crit fail.
Is this a fear effect?
This is a fear effect, yes.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
but I don't see that tag.
Wait, let me check on
Oh,
that.
that means I take the -2.
It is not a fear effect, actually. No. So,
Oh,
I'll,
well,
I'll
it's okay.
correctly
It's
apply
success.
it, yeah. Yes, so, Giraffe, you're able to push through.
I'm afraid to roll.
Parent, doing just fine. Despite your lacking constitution in some ways, it's actually Kiba that has the worst of it here. Kiba, you do take the 44 points of damage. Parent and, well, who was it? Gaz as well take half of that. But the only one
Okay.
who really has
What
to...
was full damage? If
Yeah,
oh,
it says you take full still.
Oh, yes, sorry. It's a weird spell.
Don't take your damage yet, though. Because I need to do a Glimpse of Redemption.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get out there. Everyone add the AoE Champion's Resistance to that. Kiba tries to protect everyone they can.
It's everyone but Giraffe.
Okay. Which redemption type as well?
I feel so validated to succeed a fortitude save like that.
Yeah, I'm putting on the Enfeeble.
Okay. Trying to weaken them a little
Sorry,
bit.
for some reason I was struggling with the the names of them because I had scrolled down too far.
No problem. So everyone should be able to take the damage now that you have the resistance on. The whales do not strike too greatly with Kiba's sort of help. But, Kiba, as you're sort of focused on defending your allies here... Oh, and yes, unstable, of course. As you're focused on helping your allies, you do fail against it. You are drained 1d4, so I roll a d4 to determine how much you are drained of it. Being drained 2. It sort of shatters parts of your soul to hear this wailing. I'll add that to you. Of course.
Did she say something?
Sorry, what?
Did she say something?
No. Why?
That was in character.
Oh, okay, yes. Either way, that being said, Gaz, you sort of burned a little bit from that. That is not all she does, though, as she seems so quickened in her death that she's able to use a fourth action here to strike out at Yarmsir. And as she does, you are hit. Again, the raking of the hand, maybe causing you a bit of trouble. I need a will save here, Yarmsir.
Oh,
Cool.
boy.
Yarmus, your second reaction for Glimpse of Redemption.
Oh, okay.
Single, of course.
Make sure to get your champion's resistance on that before it goes out.
I'm gonna give this a Enfeeble. Or not Enfeeble, a Stupefy.
Mm-hmm. Already stacking those up on her. Looking for any redeeming qualities. But
I'm gonna reroll that with a
Okay.
0 point.
using those very quickly. Very soon here.
I'm
13
the optimist. I don't use it either way.
is still, though, a failure. Brought with her touch are these terrifying memories that seem to eerily match many of these that have been scratched onto the walls here, as if she has been taking them upon herself for however long she has been laying dead here. So, You feel a little bit spooked, frightened too. That'll be the end of her turn. Kiba, yours now.
Okay, going to do a free courageous anthem. So not the lingering.
Okay.
So just the 1 turn version.
Calling out to your allies over the wailing that is filling the room.
I think. Okay, I think I'll stand my ground to potentially leave an opening for Giraffe. And instead take 2 strikes.
Alright. These are going to be with concealment, of course, a DC 5 before each of these strikes come out. That should be good enough,
First one.
and that'll be hitting.
That's a rough AC.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, what is the flat DC for?
DC is because she is concealed after she moved through the room. There's this sort of spectral rippling from her.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, gonna do a follow-up strike.
Mm-hmm. One more. You do find them in this rippling, find the correct target, but let's see if she can defend herself, and she cannot.
Not very well.
Or she can, yes. So, with that, anything else, Kiba?
No, that was 3 actions.
Yes, over to you.
Well, guys, innovation is already smoking, unfortunately, but it'll hold for the time being. He will try to overdrive.
Okay.
Or not.
Not there, unfortunately. You already used your hero point, you already pushed yourself. It seems the flames continue to burn as that attempt to stop them just backfires even more.
So I'm basically useless this combat. Good grief.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm going to step
Do
on
you
over
have the
here.
means to? Do you have the
And,
means to grapple a ghost?
Absolutely not. Guys will step over here. He will prepare for the next turn a little bit and just strike with his unpowered up machinery.
Sure. In the power, you can still punch, and you can still hit with this flank. Do need a DC 5.
Excuse me, I keep forgetting about that.
Still does target correctly, so yes, roll that damage. Better into them there, 26. A lot of that won't go through, it's mixing different damage types there. It's gonna be tough, especially with the resistance this creature has.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Aerith, back over to you.
Let's see. I'm going to use my free sustain to sustain the hideous laughter.
Alright.
Not that I think she has reactions. And I'm going to cast, or attempt to cast, Slow on her.
Okay. Unleash this upon them. Again, they don't have a body to train their sort of fortitude with, so they're quite weak, and they will be slowed one for at least a round here.
And my remaining action, I'm going to cast Shield.
Okay, shield goes up. As you do that, Yarmasu, you have a chance to do something, though you're a little bit frightened of her at this point.
Yeah. Quick if I can. Not a whole lot of things, but your Mercier is going to take a step over to here. Then he's going to reload his cannon crossbow and then prepare to aid on Giraffe's attack once
Okay.
more.
With that, then, Giraffe, you have an opportunity.
Alrighty. I'm gonna stride over and do another double slice, because that's just my strategy for ghosts. Beat
Would you
them
like
into
to flank?
submission.
DC 5 flat check for each of these as well.
Oh, yeah, actually. I have the blind fight, so even though she's concealed.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna move there instead. One action stride to go that distance.
More easily
Or
fight
the
them.
flick.
Find them, rather. Go for your strike. First. Definitely going to be a hit.
And I'll aid the second one. Do I need to do the flat track as well for aiding?
You do, because you are targeting the creature for this.
Gotcha.
But you do find them.
Wonderful.
Man, this concealment has not done much for her.
Not exactly, no. So your next strike, giraffe, will be a +2.
Awesome.
But even so, I do believe that misses. Wait a minute. Why don't you have Inspire Courage on? Or why that missed you? But yes, that would actually hit because there's a +2, and you also then would miss by 1. You should have had the Inspire Courage, which for some reason fell off. Yes, that does actually hit.
This is cool. I'm happy with this.
Mm-hmm. So with this strike, of course, they combine for the purposes of resistances. However, I'm noticing something. It is resistant to all damage, and your other attack is not slashing, it is piercing. So the only thing
Oh,
that would be
no.
really benefiting from that actually is the electricity.
It is versatile, so can I say that it's dealing slashing instead?
Sure, yes. Well, if it is
Okay.
versatile slashing, is that
It-
able to do
It's a
it?
main gosh. Let me double check.
Oh yes, there it is. Versatile S. Definitely. Okay.
Yep. So slashing instead, so it's combined.
Hmm.
I don't know how to make it roll as slash dead.
No, that's fine. I just needed to
Okay.
know that there. So yes, that 6 plus 12, 18 damage goes straight through as you're just combining the force of both attacks. And the electricity, I don't believe, gets through with all of it together there. Yes. So, anything else? Or is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Once we get back around to her, finding herself a little bit surrounded here, she is going to start to move again, trying to get that spectral rippling going. So, striding. Talk off.
Striding.
Opportunity attack. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna slash the bloodthirst.
Mm-hmm. Oh, as you slash, though, that is a natural 20. And, Parent, you notice that she is a little bit taken by the laughing fit that's on her and can't react to this deadly blow against her. So there is
Go
something you're
Parent.
stopping.
She has a reaction against critical hits.
Something like that, yeah. But you
Okay,
slash
so
harshly into her.
she needs to make a DC 24 Fortitude save.
She will
Aw.
definitely succeed that. At this point, the DC 24 is really, really easy to beat.
Is there any way to improve that?
No, unless you get a greater frost rune.
Yeah.
I need a greater frost rune.
Might get one at some point here. But, that being said, oh, Discord things on. Either way, with that, she is going to continue to move just to about here, maybe cornering herself off. She has 2 actions because she was slowed, but the first one is going to strike at Parent here. A terrifying touch lashes into you. You will be hit for 37 points of damage. I need a will save there, too.
Redemption as well.
Yes.
Gotta put that out.
And I'm gonna use my shield to block this as well.
Okay.
I'll refresh the enfeeble.
Do I take the other effects if I fully resist the damage?
No, you do not. At least in my book. You're not really terrified if you're unscathed by the attack in the first place, as Kiba sort of shouts out, and the shield block from your shield spell just obliterates any chance of
So
hitting.
cool.
But she has another attack, so she will go for that. Also, Kiba, which one would you be refreshing? The Enfeeble or Stupefied?
Refreshing the enfeeble first.
Okay. Make sure that we have that back up, and the other one should go down. I think it's all good. Yes, so goes for map 5 against Parent, but Parent, this time you're pretty prepared for it. You duck out of the way, but because she's so slowed, you can't do anything else. Kiba, your turn.
Cool. Gonna start up by refreshing my Courageous Anthem.
Mm-hmm.
Just just the one as usual, 1 round. Not as usual, but well, for this particular combat, it's as usual
No, right?
because there's basically no hope of me attacking twice unless I get a lucky crit. So I'm let's see. Okay, I can easily get into a good position. I'm going to be the one to stride north and strike.
Mm-hmm. Pushing onto its side. It's again got concealment, so I do need a DC 5.
Yeah, let me get that first.
I'm still so happy I took blindsiding. It's done so
always
much
been
more
so
than
useful.
I thought it would.
But Kiba, as you strike out, you're
I'm not
Little bit-
spending it.
cramped in this corner here.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Gaz.
Alrighty. I have no idea how this will work out, but Gas is going to step a little bit north
Mm-hmm.
and channeling the sparks currently flying off his
Oh.
animation into something useful.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
Now you've looked.
It's
Alright.
so long since you used this.
Unleashing line of electricity. She rolls a natural 1 against it, so this will be double.
Oh. Good job.
I'm happy now.
Got blaster caster, everyone.
Mm-hmm. She's blasted by it. It takes full force of her, and because it's just electricity, she only resists a portion of it. Why is it? Why is it doing that? Actually, why would it do 18 against a double? That's weird. I'm gonna do that correctly here. It would be minus 42, then plus 12 back to her because her resistance is 12. I don't know why she was doubling her resistance to get a crit. That's not how it works. Anyway. Being said.
The grand return of Megavolt. That takes 2 actions, so that's my turn.
Alright.
Way to go.
Parith, over to you.
I'm gonna cast True Target on her.
Mm-hmm. 4 creatures. Which 4 members of your party are given?
Everybody else in the group, besides me.
Okay.
I think I need to do that flat check still. I am gonna hero point that, I guess.
Hmm. Let's see.
Or not.
Oh boy.
Actually, do I even need to do a concealment check for this?
No, you don't, actually, because you're targeting 4 creatures. You're not targeting her.
Okay. So this lets you all roll twice on your next attack and ignore concealed and hidden.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sustaining the laughter, and I'm gonna also try to cast slow on her again.
Okay.
This one doesn't hit AC 5.
You're able to find her, and again, just barely, she pushes back against it, only slowed for the round going forward.
It's better than nothing. That's my turn.
Alright. Armasier, got anything?
Well, since I guess I have a attack buff now, I should probably put that to use and actually quick out cooking up a ghost charge to lob at her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a double 19. Wonderful.
Well, yeah. You would hit. You need the DC 5, I think.
True target
Doesn't
lets
true
you
Oh,
target
sorry,
ignore
true target. Yes, okay,
conceal, yeah.
yes. So that does it? Yeah. Roll the damage. As the ghost bomb slams into them. Well, perfectly hit and do what it's supposed to do. Blast them with positive energy.
Awesome. And then Yarmasier is going to reload the bolt back into the crossbow, and that's all their actions for this turn.
So as their form begins to flicker from all the assaults from you guys, Giraffe, what do you do here?
The Courageous Anthem just faded. I just saw
Already.
that.
I don't know why it's fading at the start of his turn. Annoying, but either way.
Cool. One of our viewers told me how to change it to slashing from piercing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm going to step here and double slice.
Mm-hmm.
We need your creds, please.
I want to crit. Why did that roll with advantage?
Thank you.
That rolled with advantage because you have true target.
Yep.
From Paris.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
So, that is a crit. finding them there, slashing in harshly. It's going to be a lot of damage to them, a lot of it reduced.
You won't get advantage on this one, though. It's only your first attack.
That's fair.
But unfortunately, this will miss for you.
That's alright. That will be my turn.
All right,
Epic glorious.
back to her, and she doesn't seem to be able to well up that wail, unfortunately, as, well, she's just going to lash out angrily at Giraffe here to start. The hand strike here does hit, barely, 25. And I need a will save, or Giraffe.
Objection to the damage.
Mhm.
We'll start with refreshing the stupefy, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
just to keep him alternated.
And a will save, you said?
Yes, a will save.
Is this a fear effect?
This is a fear effect, yes.
So, unsettling attention and courageous
Correct.
anthem would apply?
Yes, both of them would. They would sort of
Okay.
compete against each other. Well, hey.
I'm gonna
One.
re-roll that.
Alright.
That was a pretty good reroll.
Alright. Not letting that fear overtake you in any way. It's just goes right off. You're fine. At this point, they're getting desperate. Their abilities haven't worked. They're just going to go striking 2 more times at Giraffe, hitting both of them. So you take that 41 and 31. I believe
Cool.
Kiba might be able to.
Yeah, I'm going to redemption that 41,
Mm-hmm.
because I can do this twice now, and it's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess put that in Enfeeble back on.
Thank you. Do I make 2 more will saves?
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Fortunately, striking out many times here, and still just suffusing your mind with terrors. In fact, 26 and 27, your will not being your greatest assets, they are critical failures, which means you are frightened 2 and stunned 4, as you are overwhelmed with the fear that all these images in this room seem to belie from real people. So, Giraffe's sort of knocked out by that.
Oh, fun.
Wait,
Well, if there's any
stunned
luck.
forest, more turns, right?
If we do our jobs correctly and we have good luck, hopefully it won't matter.
Stunned 4 just means they're stunned for the round, because it takes a 4 actions away from them.
Oh, gotcha.
Actually, they would be stunned 1 on their next round, because they only can take away as many actions as you have.
Yeah. Good time for a haste.
Bridges Anthem, alright. Everyone gets their
Yep.
inspiration.
That one round inspiration thingy. I'm already in a good position, so I can make my first strike. See how we do.
7 and 1.
No.
Both of them. Good luck.
If you hero point that, I think you get to roll twice again, don't
Would
you?
it do that?
No, you cannot hero point something that's already a fortune effect.
I'm really reluctant to re-roll it anyway, considering that my damage here is a little subpar. However, I don't really have anything else to do, so I'm gonna crit fish.
Okay. Looking for another.
Can
Much
you
Just
look
hope
at
for-
it.
Can you crit fish in the other direction?
I was gonna say, it's the wrong way.
That's 2 of them now. That means I'm due for a 20. So that was three
Yeah.
actions. Let's
Just
go.
getting him out of the way.
Alright. Oh, was that all 3? Sorry.
Yes.
Alright, so, guys, over to you.
Now I have the option of ending this early, but I don't think Kiba would appreciate it if I.
Exploded.
No, it's Briz, I guess.
Oh my god. Ready to pick
Uh,
up.
Gaz begins rifling through his pockets as he draws a familiar-looking rod,
Mm-hmm.
and familiar as he is with Numerian tech, he knows how to use it, and as such, will spend a charge to, well, do damage to the banshee. I'm going to do the first 2 action interact.
Okay. One charge, once per day, you point the banshee at the target creature. It is a target, so I need a DC 5. Actually, no, she didn't move, so she doesn't have the concealment, so I'll roll a will save.
Well, that's a low DC.
Kinda is, but at least you will be doing some damage here. It's a basic save. Half.
11d6 is still 11d6.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, half of 31 is 50. Why is she doing this? Again, I don't know why it's doing that, because her resistance is 12. She should take at least 4 damage here. Taking half and then a resistance value, as it's hard, even with mental effects, to affect an incorporeal creature. They're resistant to all damage, essentially, except for force, ghost touch, or vitality damage.
Oh. Today I learned. That's unfortunately my turn.
Okay. Parith, over to you.
Alrighty. I
Magic
have.
missile?
I actually don't have magic missile right now.
Oh.
I got rid of my staff. I am going to cast Strike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use telekinetic projectile with it.
Okay.
Blaster caster.
Gonna be absolutely sure. Lifting up a loose stone or something and slinging it across the room here. I see a natural 20. Good use of the fortune effect. As it slams into them, they will take this, well, doubled, but I think the double is still being weird. No, it didn't. It wasn't weird that time when I pressed the double button. Either way, the rock slams into its side straight through its form. It seems to almost slow down as it hits most of its physical sort of incorporealness, or whatever you want to call it. But it's not dead yet, unfortunately. Or not
That was amazing.
dead again.
Yeah. Yarmsir, I guess it's all up to you. My turn is over.
Yarmsir.
I've got absolutely nothing for this. Well, he's going to prepare to aid Kiba on his next strike, and recall knowledge again. Might as well
Mm-hmm.
see if we can juice any of the last stuff out of it.
That'll be religion or cult. Try to figure out a little bit more about the creature. Unfortunately, since you've already succeeded, you have a hard time sifting through any further information.
In that case, Jormos here is going to he's going to I've got nothing for the last section. I guess I'll go for another recall knowledge.
Okay. Not much there. And yes, again, you're having a hard time finding anything new.
That's a shame. Well, that's all for his turn.
Unfortunately, Giraffe, you were stunned 4, so it takes away as many of your actions as you can be taken away from at this moment, which is 3, so that is it for you. Go back to this banshee. It seems at this point it has been able to well up again its wail.
Oh my god.
It unleashes it once again into the room.
Yeah, I'll try to attack again, but obviously without being able to stun it this time.
Mhm.
Does Stupefied potentially mess this up?
It's a spell.
Let me see the specifics of her way of casting it. Unleashes that, which is a spell. Yes, yeah. Stupefied might, so DC 7, we'll say. Or that it will, yeah, that is what she needs to beat here. 14.
I cry.
Gets through. So, Gaz, let's see what you can do.
Surely I will kill her before she gets it off. Never mind.
No.
Not there.
Can Giraffe make an attack of opportunity?
Giraffe
still?
cannot because you cannot act while you're stunned. One. At any stun value, you don't have your reactions.
That's right.
Essentially. And at the beginning of your turn, it sort of like counts it down based on your actions, basically. So, I'm gonna delete all of this so we get back to the whale. I need everyone to make their fortitude save for this.
I
Me
can
too.
Yeah, that's
succeed.
fair point.
Still a little bit frightened. Some problems, Gaz.
I'm having a bad
Yes.
time this fight.
We did just get a hero point.
Is
You
this a fear effect?
Did, yes.
I
This is
think-
not a fear effect, no.
Not yeah.
Not a fear effect.
Yes.
Are we rolling mine?
Same.
New hour, new hero point. You see some low rolls, though.
I will re-roll that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not happening.
I didn't crit fail.
A critic fail,
Crit it.
Gaz.
Success.
Natural 20. Giraffe, natural 20 because of your natural fortitude. So, only Yarmsir and Kiba having the worst of it here. Parent also taking half damage of this, or full damage, rather. Because of the effects of this unique spell. 46.
Redemption.
And redemption reducing
rage,
all
I
of it as
think.
well.
Okay. My resistance covers everyone but Yarmsir.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, you guys are able to resist most of the damage, not hurting everyone too much. But the problem with this is that it's draining to your soul to hear this. So, Yiggs, what was that?
That's my drained value.
Let me roll
D1.
that because it's an enemy's effect. But either way,
Sorry
we'll
about
take
that.
it. Yeah, Drain 2. You can apply the Drain 2 through the spell or the conditions if you right click your token. Then for Kiba, I'll do the same here. Kiba only drained 1, luckily enough.
Cool.
Been a lot worse, but as you guys know, with the drain condition, it sort of sticks to you.
Does that increase it by 1 for him? Because he had 2 already.
No. I don't believe so for this particular ability.
Oh.
No, it does not. Unless an ability specifically says that it does not. Actually, Kiba's fine.
She said something that time.
I'm thrilled.
No, Kiba, they will use their final action to lash out at you for a pretty hefty blow. 80
Meh.
points of damage. I do need a
I
will
can take
save as well. Touch brings the terrifying memories of the people who scratched them into the walls of this room.
Terrifying memories?
Couldn't he have reapplied the enfeeble there? I don't think he reapplied anything.
He could have.
Yeah, so that would be reapplying the
Which would make it a enfeeble 2, which would make it not a crit, so give yourself 40 HP back. But, with that will save there as well, that's still a critical failure. It's a really high DC against the terrifying touch. You're stunned 4, frightened 2.
Okay.
yeah. I'll just keep it.
Okay. You, unfortunately, not able to do much there on your turn because of the stunned, instantly sort of shattering your mind with those memories. So, yes, let's see if any one of you remaining can finish this off.
Well, Gaz is going to continue with his weak pathetic strikes.
Okay. That is not going to hit there.
Well, I just throw a bunch of map attacks.
Map 2 and map 3, all of them, really, are not doing much. You feel a little bit helpless without your innovations working for you. But that'll be your turn. Parent.
I'm going to drain bonded item, and I'm going to cast Sure Strike once again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw more rocks at her.
Alright. So this time they seem to be wise
I'm
to
gonna
it.
reroll. Oh, never
Cannot
mind,
reroll
fortunately.
for
You
with
can't.
the
I just
Sure
did this.
Strike. Alright. So
That's it.
That'll be you, Yarmsir.
I've learned my lesson. I'm going to style up by Kiba,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to prepare to aid Giraffe on his next strike against the Banshee. And I'm going to spend my last action recalling knowledge.
34. Well, I shouldn't be saying that out loud, but either way, that is going to be another failure.
Wonderful. It's over my turn.
Okay.
A quick question: Was
Yes?
the frightened 2?
Yes, it was frightened too.
And was there a special thing on it that does not make it go down every turn?
Oh.
Should my frightened value have gone down by 1?
Yes, it's all this automation that's not working correctly with stuff I had to do. But either way, yes, Giraffe, your turn. What do you do?
Cool.
Whenever you get the frightened condition, remove it by 1, so it should actually be 0 right now.
Yes. So
Awesome.
feeling good, Giraffe. You have an opportunity, but you only have 2 actions because you had 1 stun.
Oh no, whatever shall I do?
Here's your aid. I'm doing it.
We're starting with
first
the
one this time.
slashing.
All right. Get +2 for your first strike. Go for it regularly here, and we'll add +2 at the end of it. Actually, no, it's not enough to crit because while Kiba is stunned, they cannot act. Therefore, they cannot give flanking. They are not a threat. But still, these strikes. Maybe the second one. Maybe the second one will do
This
it.
is amazing.
So hard to bring down. Ghostly figure. 5 of the
Take
dice.
this hit.
Oh,
Won't do it. So, Zed, it's the end of your turn. She has another chance to strike at you all, and she seems to have a thing for Kiba. A hatred for Kiba. Striking first, 40 damage to Kiba. I need another will save there, Kiba.
Cool.
Now she's realizing she can just strike Kiba. And Kiba can't defend themselves as best as they can defend everybody else. This time, though, you're only frightened 2 because of failure. Go for 2 more strikes. In their desperation, trying to kill somebody here, trying to transfer this suffering on anybody. You are?
I have great news for you.
Yes.
You've
Are
downed
struck
me.
down by terrifying touch of this creature. Though luckily, it is not a death effect.
Yay!
Oh, wonderful.
Kiba, you are knocked unconscious by these terrifying memories in your mind and assaulted by this creature. All of a sudden, she's taking it out on you. But fortunately, she does not hit the third strike there. That'll be her turn. So, Gaz. Actually, never mind. Gaz, she does take 4 damage from the persistent, and she was at 4 health. So she dies.
Oh,
Oh!
okay.
I did something.
As
Very
Kiba sort
victory.
of takes the rest of the sort of hits from them as they're slowly fading away. That'll be the end of that encounter. Give yourselves 80 experience points for that.
I'm helping.
Immediately, I think we'll take 10 minutes here, I would assume, because I will probably bring up Kiba in that case without using battle medicine.
Most
Yes, yes.
definitely.
I have a question while they're doing that really quick. So spirit damage, would that harm us as it would undead?
Yes, spirit
Yes.
damage is to the
Okay.
soul, essentially.
Okay. Mhm.
So only creatures that are immune to it would be soulless creatures like constructs.
Objects.
Objects, yeah. Really good healing there. Me too, to bring back Kiba very quickly.
Nice.
Terrence is gonna to drink some juice as he's looking at the stuff in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I will also need another 10 minutes to fix my innovation.
But while everyone's healing up and you're fixing your innovation, you can find that, well, seemingly that banshee was what remained of a fallen elven warrior. Judging by their gear, of course. Elven curved blade, elven chain, and a greater cloak of elven kind.
Maybe if we take her possessions out of here, she'll be happier.
I think she's a lot
I
happier not
wouldn't know.
existing.
Will the party allow us to take a second 10 minutes?
You already are because Gaz is repairing.
Cool. So I will lay and refocus.
All right. Sip on these healing potions.
I'm gonna pull out a scroll of heal.
Hmm.
Oh, we're getting Pathfinder First Edition with it.
Love it.
It's not letting me use Arcana. I'm sad.
Will this be 2 or 3 action here?
It's gonna be 2 actions.
But
That should be. It should be using my Arcana, but it didn't give me the option to.
oh, yeah.
So
Well,
my Arcana would be plus 31.
right, because you can use it for any skill checks. Yes.
Yeah.
That would then succeed even with a natural 1 because the DC is only 20.
I'm using a 2-action heal on Kiba. I can't do 3 actions, unfortunately.
Right.
I'm gonna use that on myself.
Kiba,
Yeah.
here's healing to you.
Thank you so much.
I'll be fine.
And I have a lot of these actually.
Yeah.
All
just
that
gonna add-
JRPG saving stuff is really coming in handy now.
Right. Good place to use them.
Can I stop rolling once on these? I succeeded.
Yeah, you don't need to roll
This-
if you automatically succeed.
This is to Gaz.
It's good to burn the nat ones now when they don't matter.
Mm-hmm. Gaz takes the 41. Everyone pretty close to tops. After 20 minutes there.
Yeah. I'm generally good with barely injured status. I think that's fine to stop there.
Hmm.
Parents will of course shovel the stuff in the bag of holding.
Yes. Elven equipment. Taken from a soldier, warrior of some sort. Now, it's your loot. You see a door on the other side of the room, the only exit to this place.
Shall we continue this way or back to the other doors?
Now, surely,
Well-
surely there's no chance there's another banshee behind that door, right?
We did all right with one banshee. What do you think's gonna be past this door? 2 banshees?
Don't say that.
I'm usually very strong against them, but I just had to bring my fire back. Oh well. I'm
Open
sure the
the
fire
door.
will come in handy later.
Wow, look at that.
You open a door to a hallway here, diagonally leading to another room. That Paizo actually made a wall instead of a door. Let's fix that.
There's no door. We're trapped. Oh,
It-
No, it is
it's
actually a door.
giraffes just busted down.
bust down the wall. Ooh.
I'm sorry, I
Oh,
shouldn't
is
be
this the
encouraging
cafeteria?
You find not a cafeteria, but what seems to be a scriptorium. Several niches line the walls of the room. A few angled stone slabs near the walls have the appearance of writing desks. Between 2 doors leading southwards, the wall is just a large slate board bearing several esoteric diagrams in chalk. Not even several, but many interlocking spherical diagrams that seem to sort of lock in on each other at different points, different concentric points, and maybe somehow all lead together into one unified theory of some sort. It is mind-bending as it sort of swirls along the chalkboard in front of you, but maybe one of you who is a scholar could figure something out. But the rest of you, as you're entering this room, Yarmsir already did it, but anybody else who is exploring as their exploration searching as their exploration, roll your perception.
Exploring is researching activity.
Gareth is gonna go look at that board. He's very curious.
Okay.
Weird arcane scribblings like that don't particularly interest me.
Gaz, you're more interested in finding maybe hidden niches or something like that, and you do find that there is one cubby next to one of these writing desks that holds scripts that haven't degraded. Everything else in here, even like the papers that you see on the tables, they fall to dust, and the writing is illegible. But not this that you find, Gas.
Someone was trying to keep the records alive.
Scroll of weird.
Summon entity. Weird. Which you can tell it's an old scroll because it's not called weird anymore, it's called Phantasmagoria. Then a potion. Powerful one. Rather, poison as Yarmsir quickly identifies it.
Oh hey, virulent.
More difficulty to deal with when it's virulent.
Great for our assassination plans against Iravetti. Oh wait,
But as you guys are
Oh, I see. It applies drained until they die.
essentially yes, because the drain keeps like resetting and reapplying. So you keep losing hit points of that. But Aerith, you look to this chalkboard. You try to wrap your head around it. So roll me an occultism or religion check. Or, of course, what do you have?
Shadow.
Cheating mode.
Since Yarmsir is like actually knows his religion, he's going to try to aid and provide any details he can
Sure.
about stuff that isn't covered by the arcane universal theory.
Hmm. Aerith, and with Yarmsir helping, you are able to quickly identify this as some sort of theorem. But not any theorem you've seen before, but you start to even piece it together, I should say, and start to realize it is called the Helix Theorem. It shows that with certain cosmological conjunctions, you can trace their immense sort of spirals, sort of their paths in the heavens as spirals themselves, and those spirals are meant to be the conjunctions that are to bring Yog-Sothoth, the, well, guardian at the gate, the threshold, the outer god, the great old one of time and space, into this world, or at least draw his gaze so close that he would step through the threshold. But it describes closing a symbolic gate 9 times along a spiral, from the center of the spiral outward, as the way draw the gaze to this place, or any place that has a suitable spiral in it.
So they were into some really not great stuff here.
I could guess that.
You think?
But it's nice to know for sure. Graf eyes his bloodthirst.
The
probably not.
spiral. Do you think that might be representative of the staircase that Pharasma walked at the dawn of everything?
I'm assuming it does spirals, you know. I'm going to destroy this.
Okay.
Are you all okay with that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Caustic Blast repeatedly on this to try to burn out whatever's in, like, here, holding it here.
Sure. You start to melt away the chalkboard, and with it, all the information, too, disappears. Only to
If
be
that's
locked
a
away
no
in your
for
own mind.
If that's a no for summoning aberrations and whatnot, I'm guessing we're not going to use this scroll.
Summon entity.
Yeah.
Yarmsir, noting on something earlier, and with your religion check there, you recall that Pharasma's spiral is the opposite direction to Yog-Sothoth's spiral, sacred spiral. Yog-Sothoth's sacred spiral is inwards, then outwards, and Pharasma's. Actually, no, maybe I'm getting that opposite way.
Like clockwise or?
No, let me check something real quick. Sorry. I want to be sure that I'm giving you the correct information, obviously. Yes, so Yog-Sothoth's spiral actually spirals inwards, sort of down. Oops, my hand's in front of the camera. It spirals downwards, sort of into the center, while Pharasma's spiral comet spirals out from the center. If you get what I'm saying here.
Makes sense. Yeah. Like it starts from a smaller radius and then expands to a cone, sort of.
Well, yes. Like, I can draw it actually. So, Pharasma, he starts in the center, but then spirals outwards. Yog-Sothoth starts at the outside and spirals inwards to oblivion at the center. If you guys get me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I understand.
I understand.
Interesting
Uh,
metaphor.
By the way, how does sustaining spells from a trick magic item scroll work?
Just
I've
sustain it
never
like
had to
anything
try
else.
this. Okay, so you don't have to like trick again. Stay
No.
on future turns.
Mm-mm.
Gotcha. Thank you.
For level 8, that's a pretty high DC though.
Yeah. But hey, I'm really high on occultism, so
Does Yamaster have trick magic out?
yes, just picked it up recently. I mean, you can also use it yourself because you have that sustaining feat.
It's alright. I have dragons for that.
So,
This is hopefully they didn't achieve this goal of summoning this Yog-Sothoth here,
Yeah, thought.
however you pronounce it.
If they didn't, then what exactly are we going up against here?
You're right.
But maybe this Yog-Sothoth wasn't completely summoned.
Well, I think any outer god influence is going to be bad for us.
That is very true.
Do we want to go back and check the other passageways, or should we continue? We should be thorough in here to get rid of any unwanted creatures.
Yes, I am in favor of continuing here for now and return to those other passages later.
Okay.
alright.
Starting with this one.
A door. Stone, like the others.
Swing it open.
Creaks open. To a bending hallway before you.
Oh boy. Let's be careful. It turns, and then turns again.
Used to do so. Judging by the cobwebs, it's of little use, or it has had little use.
And finally a door.
Alright.
And I open.
You open the door. A large room before you. Of course, cannot search until you enter yourselves. But as you enter, you notice that this place is a large sort of square room that has these hemispherical alcoves in the north and south walls. The stone around them, as well as the ground between them, is scored with tiny grooves and ripples. The outside walls of it also have these many chimes along it, but as you guys enter the space here, it's almost as if you're entering a sound-dampened space rather than a sound-enhanced space. It's almost as if these chimes are dampening sound in some way, sort of reversing the reverberations of anything in the room. But, Giraffe, you notice very quickly you are not alone in this space. As you guys all funnel in at the same time, there are figures stand sort of front and center room here. One, seemingly some sort of monk-like figure with nothing but sort of light robe-like garb around them, including their eyes. But another seems to be ready to speak more, presents themselves to you all. You also see, of course, a third, sort of kneeling in the center of this alcove here. Another one of those monks. But this one, this woman, in that sort of black garb, wielding sort of this enchanted dagger. You notice something about her. First, her forehead seems to have been carved in with the spiral seal of Yog-Sothoth from outward in. She also doesn't have any eyes in her eye sockets. They are devoid of any, completely. What have we here? After so long. Welcome. Welcome. None of you bear the seal of our foe, so perhaps you are acolytes. Come to bask in the glory of Yog-Sothoth.
Prince just looks to the others in the group.
Nah, we're allies with Pharasma.
Then you will die here. Kill them.
Yeah, kill them. I'm not.
Straight
No.
to it.
Kiba's just like no. Mm-mm.
Bring the silence into their midst.
No.
Are we really gonna beat up a couple of blind people? Old blind people?
Three pine people.
Giraffe. Yes.
We've done worse.
Okay, I just wanted to hear you say it.
So, as you all prepare yourselves for this, once again, parent, you find yourself ready for this fight like no other. What do you do?
I am going to... Oh no, I can't put slow on them all. I forgot. I used my drain bonded item that level already. Oh man, I wasn't expecting to go first. I'm gonna cast a 7th rank haste, quickening everybody in our group.
It's
Okay.
basically slow in the direction.
Mm-hmm.
Ew!
There, all of your allies.
So everybody drag that to yourselves because I can't.
Yeah, Yarmsir and Giraffe. Go ahead and do that. Anything else, parent?
I'm gonna try to recall knowledge about this primary cultist looking lady.
Okay.
And I have to use, I believe, society, correct?
Yes, for these guys, yeah.
My magic isn't good enough for that.
Mm-hmm. Sort of knowledge of people. Not really an arcane pursuit or anything like that, magical. You don't identify them. Don't know what to expect.
That's all 3 of my actions.
Alright, now, going to this sorceress of some sort. Behold! Behold his presence! He brings his gaze onto all of you. Cower, beg, do what you need to do. As this overwhelming presence of Yog-Sothoth sort of enters the room, you feel these tentacles at the edges of your vision. You feel this overwhelming gaze all around you at this point, like many eyes, many presences, all boring into you all. Roll your will saves for this.
This is literally the give me money spell.
That's a pretty high DC.
Decently, yes.
That's cool.
Oh.
So basically with this spell, if you fail, which most of you are, you must on each of your turns, at least once with one of your actions, pay tribute. You have to do it 6 times. Pay tribute just
I'm
means you
rerolling
just have
that.
to waste an action, right? Okay, you're rolling that, parent. But you have the option of doing it however you want, or whenever you want, or yes, whenever you want on the turn, and it doesn't disrupt you in any way. It doesn't like cause a somatic component or anything like that. You just have to do it once per turn, or if you really want to get out from underneath it, you can spend it more times during that turn to get it away from you all. The counter essentially down. So, Kiba, Giraffe, and Yarmsir, I'm gonna just arc you all with a 6, just to make sure that we have that. Yes, I know it will put you up in the air and it might mess with
We start
some automation.
levitating.
But for the purpose of it, that's my best way of getting a quick counter on you guys. To all feel that presence and have this
So what
urge
would-
to give tribute. Yes?
What would an action of tribute be like? Just like a short prayer, or just tossing
Some
a
sort
coin?
of need to give tribute to a god. Pray,
Okay.
bow, whatever you think personally. It just has to waste some of your time. It's just this urge to do something.
Okay.
Just any god?
To Yogg-Sothoth.
Oh.
I would give passive aggressive compliments.
That being said, that is 2 of their actions. As their third, they are going to beckon to their allies. And you all, remember that doom that will approach you? Well, I realize that you're not going to hear any of this, Berinthus. But you, in front of me, get in there. Here's this the auditory component. It seems as though this one in the back here doesn't hear a word of it. This one in front does. That'll be the end of her turn. Yes.
Well, I'm gonna try and put a stop to this weird cult leader that we've got going on there, and I will actually forego doing my overdrive for that. Gas will stride across the room over here,
Yeah, alright.
and with safe distance, he is going to go for an attack.
Get around their side there. They're actually quite quick. Difficult to strike.
Unfortunate, but actually, dang, that actually completely throws me into disarray. Good grief.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm actually overdriving after all.
Okay.
So much for using explosive maneuver.
This time, everything is working ship-shape perfectly as you expected.
That's all 3 actions.
Alright. So, with that...
You still have a 4th from Quickened.
Oh, quicken,
That's
yeah.
a good point, actually.
Well, you already strided or struck, so it can be any sort of single action.
Yep. I'll go for a map grapple, I guess.
Alright.
Modifier. This life.
That, even with the map, will actually grab a hold of them. They don't seem as strong as they are quick. Good hold. So with that, we go to this silenced one, or this silent figure, this silent monk, and as soon as they rush across the room, or actually first, they sort of drop into this lurking, creepy stance. This lurker's stance here.
Freaky stance.
And then, as they sort of lurk across the room, as if their limbs were tentacles, they finally sort of approach you quickly, and all of you are dunked into this aura of complete and utter silence. Sort of all you hear is the ringing in your ears. And their final action will be a flurry of blows, because of course they are a monk. 2 strikes towards Parent. The second strike misses, but the first lurker claw sort of snaps towards you. Sort of this loose strike, but still sort of slams into your side there. For 39, including some mental damage. Yeah?
Am I able to Glimpse of Redemption that?
As long
this
as there's
situation?
no auditory component to the spell, or to the ability, which I don't believe there is.
Let's link it.
There is none, yeah. You can always do it.
Cool. Yeah, so I guess that's getting an enfeeble.
Mm-hmm. Just with a simple glare towards them. It takes a lot less because it's resistant to both types of damage. Very good.
Also, a
Yeah?
clarification question since that just happened.
Hmm.
I take it the Fascinate effect that's on us is not getting broken,
It is not
by
getting broken by
parents getting attacked.
Parent, no, because normally fascination only gets broken if you are attacked as well. Either way, this fascination from this spell, you are fascinated
Because of the 6 charges.
because of the 6 charges, yes. So there's nothing that can break it because it keeps.
Cool.
If it were ever broken, it instantly reapplies because the spell continues to maintain it. If we were to think like strictly game mechanics.
And there's nothing preventing us from attacking the monks right now.
Nothing from the monks, but it is preventing you from attacking the cleric because they are the source of the overwhelming presence. They are the source
Perfect.
of the
Thanks for talking
fascination.
through us with that.
Of course.
Okay. So since I got hit.
Hmm? Oh
everything-
yes.
Yep.
Sort of move away half your speed. Luckily enough for you, they don't seem all that ready to strike you like that. Yarmsir, rushing up.
Sorry about that. I was just measuring. I forgot the precise
That's all right.
keyboard heartbeats for that.
That removes me from the silence aura, correct?
Yes.
Nice.
Yarmsir.
Alright, Yarmsir is gonna start off. This is probably the only time he's gonna get to use it, so he's gonna slather Giraffe's Mount Blade in the Cerulean Scourge. And I'm going
Okay.
to also slather Kiba's Songbird's Brush with Warp Wobble. And then I'm going to spend a turn. Wait, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and then move over to the side of the room,
Okay.
and then I'm going to spend an action speaking fluent Aklo, giving praise to Yogg-Sothoth offhandedly as I go, and then that's it for Yarmsir's turn.
Okay. Rush across there. Give praise quickly. Giraffe, your turn.
Alrighty. One action to pay tribute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my stride to move behind this monk.
All right.
Then I'm going to double slice.
In the silence, no trouble to you. Seemingly, though, even though they have this wrap over their eyes, they're very aware of your presence. Some other sight is being granted to them, but
Not
it doesn't
aware
seem
enough.
to help.
Happy!
Yes.
Happy.
Slice straight into their back. Take
Yeah,
full
fortitude
damage.
save for the cold as well.
Okay. Unfortunately, they do succeed against the poison here, just barely.
Great.
14. Slowed. Maybe if they roll a natural 1, but I don't even think then. They fail.
Nope.
Or they succeed.
Alrighty, time for second attack.
Mm-hmm.
I freaking love double slice so much.
Bengosh, striking in easily, actually.
Oh wait, I got a crit. Is he a human?
Yes, they are a human.
Bleed.
Lead 2d8, correct.
And I get 10 hit points.
Remember, we're persistent, damn. There it is.
I really wish there was a way to upgrade that, like maybe with the hit die.
There's some way, but, some automation just isn't worth fussing with.
No, I don't mean automate it, but I mean like to increase the amount of hit points I get or bleed dumb.
But yeah. Either way. Bleed harshly
That's my turn.
as the bloodthirst tastes the flesh that it likes to taste, or the blood. Kiba, your turn.
Cool. I'm going to descend by 3 feet and do a single strike.
Right. Okay, you mean
It's a joke,
giving
sorry.
tribute 3 times. Absolutely.
Uh,
So trying to get yourself out from under the gaze of Yogg-Sothoth, doing what you can to help your allies, though, in the process. Strike. That quicken action is actually coming in very clutch for this.
I have a 29. What are we? Oh, because I don't have a song active, right? I'm like, why is my attack different?
Still hits, though.
Nice. We'll keep it.
Strike into this one with the silencing aura, 32 points of damage to them. And the warp wobble may afflict them as it sort of seeps into their bloodstream and enters their mind. That is failure. They treat all squares as difficult terrain as their movement becomes more stumbling.
That's my 4 actions.
Alright. Now, over
Go into a stance.
to this disciple here. They are going to rush to the defense of this cleric here, their leader, and also drop into their own lurker stance here. As a second action, third action, strike at Gaz with a flurry of blows. There's
I'm gonna take that attack. Or attacks, I should say.
40 and 44, as both of these sort of limp-fisted but somehow very striking sort of attacks hit you. Tentacle-like, in a way. Way of the octopus. So, Parent, back over to you.
Pants is going to use an action to pull out a scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to cast the scroll. 1 second, please.
Cool.
Weird, okay, just using it here. So, 9th rank, press the use button. I think the use button may put out spells nowadays. Yes, it does. Alright.
I mean, might as well use it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
To unleash these terrors upon their minds.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they have pretty good luck against it. Still, though, they'll be taking half damage in Frighten 1. 58. So, let me see which ones. It was not her, but the other two. She seems to have a very steeled mind against any intrusions. So she gets, what is it for will saves? Resolve, yes. But still, frightening, these two.
They have resistance to mental?
They saved.
Oh, no, but like,
They
that's still not...
do also seem to have an
Yeah.
innate resistance to mental damage, mental intrusion. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
it's
better,
less
it's,
than...
better, it's better than holding onto the scroll forever, I guess. That's my
Mhm.
turn.
Something you
Better
learn
than
through a
nothing.
scroll versus a spell slot, you know. Alright,
Could have done a lot.
now, on to her turn. She... She looks to the one in there, but... what's with that? Ah, actually. She's going to first try to escape from Gaz with acrobatics. Sort of squeezes her way out from this easily, in fact. With a escape, I think you can move 5 feet on a critical success, if I remember correctly.
So yeah.
Moves this way, away from Gaz. Keep on fighting. Don't let them get the better of you. Gaz heal on the one that is the Silence Aura bringer. That, they're healed for 78. Getting them back in the fight, Giraffe. You see these wounds close that you just struck with.
I hate it.
That'll be their turn.
They aren't allowed to heal.
That's cheating.
It's cheating.
Cleric.
I'm mighty hurt, so I will scooch on over towards Kiba.
Alright.
I'm trying to somewhat stay in range of being able to strike her. Tricky.
Yes, she sort of moved herself away.
Oh well. With tapping, but Gaz is going to strike once again.
Across the room with the extendo arms. But again, she slips out of the grasp of it.
It's incredibly frustrating. I'm going to do a map grapple again.
This, though, again, even with the map, does succeed. Another hold on her.
I should have grappled first.
Mayhaps, whatever restrained her.
I love your reach. It's just so funny to think about. Go gadget, extend grabber arms.
It's so cool.
Final action. I will. Actually, I'm in range to aid in a strike against the monk, so I will try and do that.
Alright.
Insane.
Okay, Marth. Am I old enough to make that joke?
I think so.
GameCube was around when I was alive.
Oh wait, I have one more action, right? Actually, let me make a map 10 attack against the monk. May as well.
Unfortunately, a miss, actually.
Dang, it almost would have hit.
Okay. So, with you still at least maintaining hold of the cleric, we go back to this silenced one here. As they are fighting here, gonna try slip away. And as they are slipping away, of course, they are a monk.
Attack, attack, attack,
Their
attack,
movement
attack.
is very guarded, so you're gonna have a difficult time.
Kill.
It's Giraffe.
Worth it.
He'll be fine.
Wait, does my aids work against attacks of opportunity?
Yeah, it can be a reaction to a reaction.
Even with the guarded movement, I still hit him.
Told you. Told
Yeah.
you he'd be fine.
Don't think
Strike
you could
him.
just walk away.
They are going to give some
Oh
trouble
wait, no, he can't hear me.
to Parent. They know Parent is the caster. They know they need to harass him. In fact, harass him so much that they're going to try to grab on to Parent with an athletics check, 35 in total.
Hey, wait a second. I can't do that.
And I believe Parent exactly matches your DC of 35, which means does exceed. Parent?
Yes, my DC is 35.
Yeah, sorry. Always want to confirm.
Wait, how far did he move?
Moved 5, 10, 15, 20 about.
He has 40 feet of movement?
Yes, they do, in fact.
Damn,
Exactly.
okay, wow.
Or rather, let me see. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, they could just do that. Yeah. So, as they get here, they get a hold of Parent, and then, well, then they go for a flurry of blows. At 5, Mach 10, they just send out these attacks, hoping one of them will hit. Luckily, you, Parent, though, you're slippery a little bit, avoiding them.
It's a slippery dragon.
Yarmus here.
Yamperseer is going to hop around, scamper around to this side of Gaz,
Mhm.
and then he's going to volley out a elixir of life and a stupid gas, and then he's going to use the ladder in a square right on top of the lady here.
Okay. So, like, so about.
The to the left a bit.
Okay.
I should be able to place it on my corner, I think. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, so quickly unleashing this stupefying gas here. Their body doesn't fight it back very well. They're stupefied for a round.
Cool.
Wonderful.
It may continue to be
Awesome.
even worse.
And then I'm going to one movement, one valet, one stupid gas, and then I'm going to use my last action to give praise to Yogg-Sothoth.
Okay. Oh, actually,
As
this
I am-
does have an onset of a round, so its effects don't apply until another round comes around for Yarmusir.
Yeah,
But then
well,
it already
keeping
failed, so it'll
that-
be stupefied.
yeah. All right then. Wonderful.
Alright,
So,
Giraffe.
Alrighty, I'm going to start my turn by using something I forgot about. Not that. What defense? It's a stance.
Absolutely.
I need to redo that. I clicked the wrong one. There we go. Why did they put yes at the bottom? That's so annoying. I'm gonna spend 2 actions paying tribute with passive aggressive wordings,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna make a lunge attack against the monk that's threatening Parent.
Okay. Lunge out towards them. Twin parry active. That is a hit.
+2, hit by 5, so no, it won't crit.
Shout out them for daring to strike at your dragon.
I have 3 more tribute to give.
Mm-hmm. Iba, your turn.
Yeah.
How big is the silence aura?
It is. Can you guys not see it yourselves?
Cannot see it.
Okay, so it is like this.
Cool.
Pretty big.
So it's for you guys to be aware of this. While I'm silenced, I can't cast any spells that take verbal components.
Yeah.
I was about to say you should probably like delay after me, and then I might be able to free you from the grapple.
It's not called verbal components anymore. It's now concentrate.
No, it's not. Let me see.
Those are different, aren't they?
Verbal components are now packaged into concentrate. Actual components are like no longer a separate thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Anything with concentrate trait, difficult to cast. So things like invisibility don't have the concentrate trait because it's subtle. For example, you could cast that. Not as many options now.
Okay, so I'm only doing 2 of the funny actions. So I
Alright.
can stride and strike to try to take advantage of getting as many full attack roll strikes as possible.
Sure. Well, a natural 20
That's a good
again.
start.
We got a lot of pressure on this cultist here, this silent cultist.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could also
move him, and that
move
would
them
break the
five.
grapple.
Yeah, I'm gonna move him 5 feet. What?
In my reach. In my reach.
Northwest,
Okay.
Yay!
Here or here?
northeast.
Yes. Okay. As you sort of hook the glaive into them, into their sort of skin, and otherwise, it sort of pulls them over away from Parenth, which means force movement does break grapples. That'll be you.
Awesome. Thank you for the idea.
Yes. This monk here takes the opportunity to just do a simple step, and will then sort of glower at you, sort of lurk in your shadow before striking, trying to intimidate you. And they do quite well, in fact.
Didn't
No,
agree
you're
with these developments.
frightened 2 here. And then they're gonna do flurry blows.
Doesn't their stance have a thing with the demoralize?
Their stance itself is
Yeah.
basically you need to make a will save.
Alrighty.
Forgot about that. Good on you for reminding me.
I mean, I don't think I'll be standing after this anyhow.
Oh my god.
You were so taken aback by it. You're even stupefied 3 because of the crit failure, by the overwhelming sort of fear, paranoia that this disciple is causing you. Take that 82 as well.
Don't worry, this stupefied won't affect me. I'm on the floor.
Sent to the ground. This
Love to
these
dance.
monks, these disciples of Yogg-Sothoth are no joke at all. Parenth, your turn.
I'm gonna stride out of this silence aura.
Yep.
Speaking with. That's my quickened action, and then I'm going to cast
Summon Dragon.
Dragon.
Give you a listing there, right?
Yes.
Summon the friend.
You seek aid in this fight. Summon up a golden dragon. May perhaps aid some of your allies. The golden dragon has 2 actions. It's a young one.
As part of summoning it, it is going to cast a rank 4 2-action heal on Gaz.
Mm-hmm. Thinking with
Clever.
spells. Comes out, weaves this healing energy together, restores Gaz.
for a minute.
All right, Parent, I believe that'll be you then.
Yep, that's all 3 actions.
Because the quicken was the only reason you could get out of that aura and then
Yep.
cast. We go to her again, the cleric. Let's see here. All right. So, she looks towards Kiba, and Kiba, you can't hear what she's saying, but she does sort of call out, "May the faithful fall before the true God of the universe." He's going to actually unleash this crisis of faith upon you, Kiba. I need a will save.
No, not if I have anything to say against it from,
Okay.
from the floor.
You are frightened 2 and prone, so you'll be at -4 for your attack here.
I'll still take that gamble.
I'll take those odds. Which you
Oh.
were targeting yourself for that, so it does not
Oh.
hit with 33. 41 would be the AC for that.
Oh.
You try, but in vain, as you're too taken up by this monk at your side. So, Kiba, see that will save. Kiba, going to be a very
doing-
low roll.
It is 826.
It was fated.
no.
Cool.
In
Let's
this-
take the original crit fail.
Yeah. In this so very deep and dark place, you do not find much of Shelin's light here. This is as far away from it as you've ever been, and it scares you. Sort of welling up everything in your mind. To
I
scare
think
you.
we've reached the Bully Kiba episode.
Oh, actually, don't take this. This is the 14d6. It should be 14d8 because you can cast divine spells.
Yeah, one of them. But it is one.
There we go. 70 points of mental
That's
anguish
better. That's
in
better.
this. Oh, sorry. You take double damage. That is 140 because you crit failed.
Damage.
As this immense crisis of faith rends at your mind, you become stupefied for a round, and you also cannot cast any divine spells for a round as well. You just lose momentarily your connection to Shalin. Hackle's on the other side of this whole situation. She's going to rush over to the protection of one of her allies at the end of her turn.
And the sad thing is, I couldn't hear that, right?
You couldn't.
So, poor Kiba.
You just mumbled something, you couldn't understand it, and you just took 140 damage.
Kiba,
And I just had having these weird thoughts, and I'm like, I don't even understand what's going on. I love it.
in this state of a bit of mental anguish here, this monk takes the opportunity to try to continue to demoralize you. 33, though, against your will DC of 34,
34.
is just enough for you to avoid that mental anguish. Still, though, they'll be making a flurry of blows with their lurk claws. First one, you're still in this fighting mode. You're able to deflect the first and second strikes. As they're not finding much opportunity here, they're going to take the risk and rush across the room once more. Oh, and they're warp wobbled, so should I have rolled it last time I was here?
Oh, yes, sorry. You should have, yeah.
Hey, he moved out of my range. I'm gonna make an opportunity attack.
He's still warp wobbled too, so actually he's
Oh, wait.
treating all squares as greater difficult terrain, so every square needs 15 for him. But yes,
yeah,
go for your...
I have a reaction.
Yeah, go for it. They're wobbling, trying to get away. 30, that's all they can go, actually.
Oh my goodness, he must be a drunken fighter.
Poison just confusing their steps so very much, preventing them from getting their aura towards Paris, in fact. And
That's
actually,
a lot of persistent damage.
they die from the flames, from the spiritual anguish, from the redemption, and from the
Yay.
bleeding. It's all enough to bring them down. And with their death, the silencing aura also no longer emanates. You finally sort of are flushed back to the sounds of battle all around you, Kiba and Giraffe. But Yarmsir,
Oh, that's disorienting.
we go to you, Yarmsir.
The fire somehow doesn't cauterize his wounds. Hermesir is going to use an action to feed an elixir of life to Gaz. Right back to it. The most likely person, of course.
And-
Jasper rolls belly up, so it's easier to.
Mm-hmm. And of course, also, the cleric is under the effects of the stupefied condition now because of the
Yeah.
onset ending. Stage
She
is
should-
starting.
So the stage is starting. So next turn is when she starts like
Correct.
having to roll to increase it. Okay. And then Yarmsir is going to valet out 2 skunk bombs, and he sends one at the monk.
Okay. That unfortunately is a miss.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay. Really sending you guys through your paces with these hero points here. All of a sudden,
I'm going to reroll that by just pressing the button again.
Yeah,
because
just do
it's
that,
not
okay.
coming up in the right click.
there we go.
There we go. It's better.
And with that, hits him for 10, and, well,
More
Right.
importantly,
give them some coughing to deal with. They certainly do. Load button sickened.
alright. And then Yarmsir is going to steal his courage and come up here to aid in a flank.
Okay.
And then he's going to spend his last action giving praises to Yogg-Sothoth.
Mhm.
Make sure it's really quiet so that the lady can't hear, just to spite her.
Sure. You're down to 3. You can reduce that yourself. There we go. Giraffe. Turn.
I know I should take advantage of a flank. I'm gonna use one of my normal actions to do the pay tribute.
Okay.
My hasted action to stride. I have like 35 feet of movement, so I'm gonna actually put myself in a flank between these two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do 1 normal attack against the cleric, then a 2-weapon flurry.
Alright. Got enough of this cleric's cackling and beseeching of Yogg-Sothoth. It's time to punish, but unfortunately, difficult too.
I have 2 more attacks.
They're back to the wall. She's
Oh.
dipping away from every strike.
Oh, come on.
Missing that last one.
That's my turn, I guess. I do have twin defense, though, so that's fine. I'm kind of trying to goad attacks.
Mm-hmm. Kiba, feeling really rough. And without your access, Shalin.
True. First things first, I'm going to use the last action to get rid of that awful effect.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. Okay, how's everybody looking? Pretty okay. Cool. Where's my items? Okay, I'm going to grab my healing potion and drink it. Yeah.
Okay. Two actions there.
It's not much, but you know.
Keeps in effect.
Unfortunately, I do believe that makes me one-hand wielding my brush, so I'll have to deal with that next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not feeling particularly inclined to stride right now, for reasons, unless somebody asks me to.
Sorry, say that again?
I said I'm not really particularly feeling inclined to stride right now, unless somebody asks me to.
Remember,
think we're good.
redemption has a
That is
reach.
I should probably get close for redemption.
Okay.
Okay, I strode.
A
Strided.
little bit closer. Stride, stride, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been struck with the realization we have not laid a finger on this priest.
I haven't.
We stupided her, that at least.
Strode.
Stupided.
This time I will do things smartly, hopefully, and go for a grapple first.
Mm-hmm.
Grappling around Giraffe and the monk.
Remember, you are prone.
Oh, right. That's a -4, I think.
-2 though. You can have also stood up before this because it's like
It doesn't matter in the end.
yeah. So you're grappling her.
Yep.
All right. The gauntlet sort of shoots from behind Giraffe to get a hold of her.
I will now get up.
Mm-hmm.
And do a map attack.
Well, the disciples here, trying, failing to strike. Or sorry, against the cleric.
And lastly, I will do a bit of battle medicine on Kiba.
All right.
He really needs it.
Appreciate you, Doc.
Shoot, does frightened affect me here?
You always will, yes. 73
By
though.
1.
Mhm. Or actually, no, stupefied is affecting you more. Still though, very good healing there. Restoring your life. That'll be your turn.
Yep.
You see, for this guy here, his stance hit or demoralized is yes for stupefied for a minute, but at least your frightened condition does go down. So, this disciple, realizing that there is a nice flank going on, you're going to turn on Giraffe and try to intimidate them instead. Giraffe, you've seen worse. They're not very intimidating.
He laughs at her for trying. Laughs at him for trying.
Yeah, he goes for a double strike, a flurry of blows, but that doesn't work either. And he is slowed. What was he slowed from? The sicken, right? The skunk.
No critical misses.
That's all he can do. He's distracted by the sort of retching coughing that he's dealing with from the terrible stench. Aerith, your turn.
Free concentrate. Keep this dragon going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do another 2-action heal on Gaz.
All right. And continues from the corner of the room to send out healing to your allies. Gaz gets 43. Oh, and it's a sorcerer, so it has a lot of those.
Sure does. And I have 3 actions remaining. 1 second.
We're gonna get healed the full after this battle by a gold dragon.
Parent puts down a healing
Love the
sentry.
token.
It is a very good token, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you want to get more tokens like this, you could check out Patreon.
No,
We
you
should
can check
check
out
out
Paizo.
Patreon.
Paizo
That's
provides
not
them.
him. I'm gonna cast telekinetic maneuver on her.
Okay,
I'm going to try to knock her prone.
sure. He's already grabbed one of those gauntlets. Feel like this worked, but it
I'm
doesn't.
gonna reroll.
Okay.
Who opened the door?
Oops, I did accidentally. It's like whenever I'm trying to click around, accidentally hits it.
Yeah, I get you.
It's not working.
Unfortunate. I'm gonna shield as my last action.
Okay. She just resists that. Go to her turn. So kind of all of you to gather around. Feel his presence. Feel it. And despair. He's going to cast a 3-action harm.
Hey,
Bold
that's a
redemption.
manipulate. I can make an opportunity attack for that, right?
Mhm.
She has to roll a check for that.
Yes, it does. DC
Yeah.
5. So first, we'll start with that. She does succeed on that. Second, Giraffe.
Die.
And an opportunity to strike.
No!
She still
I'm gonna
pulls
reroll
away
that.
enough. Okay. Last one for the day.
So if I
From
get
you.
a crit.
Might, but it only
Nope,
hits.
But I at least hit.
Struck by that, she takes a blow to the side. Finally, something hurts her. But now, at this point, she unleashes the harm. So first, I want everyone to scroll back up and do the DC 37. What did you say? I believe even Parent is in this, and even her lackey is in this as well. But because she is stupefied, her DC is lowered by that, which I think helped Yarmsir not be crit failing. Dragon is having none of that.
Reminder that I'll be redemptioning, by the way.
Yes. So let's get the yes. So now I want the redemption down on everybody or everyone you can.
Yeah, let's just do it now.
Mm. Oops. There we go. Precision damage on her. Which effect?
I'm going to reinforce the. Wait. Is she already. Wait. She
She's
doesn't have
stupefied
right?
by the poison that's coursing through her.
I should just give her enfeeble then.
Yeah. Weaken her.
Wait, did she do the stupefied and the grappled?
Oh, that's true.
Checks?
Yeah, she needs to do DC 7 for this. So before you guys take any damage here,
Sorry, I
DC
just...
7. She
Oh,
fails
okay.
to actually
Oh!
cast the spell in the first place. The Glimpse of Redemption doesn't come out. She does not get the persistent damage or the enfeebled effect. As we rewind things a little bit here, thank you for reminding us about the stupefied as well.
Awesome.
Oh, the first roll was for the grapple? Oh, okay.
Yep.
First roll for the grapple, second roll, or this last roll I just did was for the stupefied condition, because both of those
Okay.
impose a DC check to casting a spell. So yeah, she just fizzles it. Her words become mumbled out as that poison grasps at her mind. She can't do anything but wait. Yarmsir.
Hooray, I'm useful.
Oh, and Yarmsir,
Yarmsir.
at this point, she will roll her fortitude save. Does succeed. She's no longer stupefied.
It's a shame. Well, Yarmsir at this point is going to use that skunk bomb I got on her.
Okay. Spunk towards her. She's only splashed by the outside of it.
That's fine. She has terrible constitution. Fortitude.
But she does. Get an advanced effectiveness, which means critical success, though.
That's a shame. Yarmsir's going to finish off by striding over to provide a flank. And then he's
Okay.
going to, very, very quietly at this point, praise Yaxathot twice.
Okay. Getting a lot of it out of your system there, and only one left. Giraffe.
Giraffe's gonna do something similar. He's gonna use 2 of his actions to tribute,
Mhm.
which will finally get rid of it.
No, you were at Did
No,
you
I've
not
been
reduce it yourself? Okay. So it's down to 0.
Oh, it doesn't affect. Wait.
No.
Where's
So
the
we were
effect?
just confused. It's gone now. You're good. So
Oh, okay. Sorry
Yeah.
for raising my voice. I had it
It's fine.
tracked. I was writing it down.
good. Thanks.
I used 2 turns. Anyways. I'm gonna use my haste action to make an attack. Then I'm gonna do 2 weapon flurry on
Okay.
the cleric.
Five on a dice again. She's very slippery.
Would you like to flank?
I thought I'd try my luck with 3 attacks rather than 1.
Going for him. But unfortunately, your luck has
Oh.
run out at this point. Attacks end up missing. She's pulling away from every one of them as she can.
She's
Oh.
already off guard.
She's already off guard, yeah.
Yeah, so the flank would have done it. Wouldn't have done anything anyways. That's my turn.
Okay, Kiba. Coming into the fray.
I can finally sing.
Mhm.
Just 1 round.
Alright. Get that added to everybody here. There we are.
Thank you. Stride to the priest lady.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 actions left. I strike.
Yeah, alright.
No. Yeah, strike will take 2 actions because I have a 1-handed grip.
Yeah, because you
There we
have to
go.
rehand it after using a potion, and then you strike and hit pretty well, in fact.
I wish it was a crit, but it's not.
Batter her with this blow, 25 damage there.
Take what I can get.
Mm-hmm.
Every little bit whittles it down. There was my 4. Next.
Okay. Gaz, now yours.
Well, let's roll those dice. I will go for an attack first.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll get an explosive maneuver off after all.
That'll certainly hit.
Wonderful.
You batter her again, sort of extending it past your allies. She does get +1 to AC because of cover from other creatures, but still, certainly hits. 32.
Now I will do explosive maneuver as I announced I would.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go for a grapple to keep that going.
Sure. The way to avoid the map here, you lunge out with another fist as you're letting go with one. You do get a hold once again. Targeting the right save.
Excellent. I'm going to be silly and actually approach her at this point. Just awkwardly moving past the monk. And I'll do something I haven't done in a long time. I'll try to tamper with her armor.
Okay. Sorry. You cannot move while you're grappling. It will break the
Can't?
grapple.
Oh.
Correct, yes. Even if you're still in the area of it, it still breaks the grapple whenever you move.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. My bad.
Hmm.
I'll just go for more attacks.
Sure.
I believe I have 2 more.
You have attacked, you have done the maneuver, yes, you have 2 more because the quicken from the parent.
I have 2 map 10 attacks. Let's go.
Miss there, unfortunately. But natural 20, just barely, because the Courageous Anthem is a critical hit.
Oh. Nice.
You send all these attacks towards her. You keep proving that Hail Marying your 3rd attack, map 10, is actually okay, but really shouldn't be doing that. Anyway. She fails critically against it and is also slowed by the just soccer punch right to her jaw. But, actually, before any of this damage happens, before she even rolls the save, but I'll keep the numbers so she will have this afterwards, it seems like time rewinds for just a moment around her. She delays the consequences of that strike. She'll take that 61, and she'll take that slow later.
I feel cheated. That's my turn.
Clerics of Time. So, with that, this monk that you guys have been avoiding here, will start to stride around Gaz here, and yeah, they're still
Attack.
slow too, so we're gonna have to deal.
Kill.
Alright. They do have guarded movement here. So they'll have +4
Didn't
to
stop me
this.
before.
It's still a critical
Crit
strike.
by- Crit by 15.
Mhm. So you get
So
past
cool.
that guarded movement, you're still critically hitting them. Slashing harshly into their back. And this is with Bloodthirst? Yes, so they get 2d8 bleed
Yes.
and you get 2d8 temp.
And they could get slowed if they roll low enough.
Mm-hmm.
He's already slowed.
They are
Why are
from the
they not
Sigonia.
attacking me?
But still, they rush around the side here. They are going to try to retch to get rid of this terrible sickness, but they don't have really good fort saves at all, so it just doesn't work there. Your DC is like 35, right?
Yeah, 36.
Either way, they're going to go for Lurker Claw Strikes with a flurry of blows against Gaz, and both of them do hit. Nastily, too, with good double nat 20s, actually.
Goodbye, everyone.
Wow.
72 and a 84.
Good luck, Gaz. You're on your own.
Gaz is quickly knocked out by a Lucky
Actually, I'm on
Strikes.
dying 4 with that.
What?
Oh. Wait.
Uh,
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
so, you were downed, you were at dying, or you were at wounded 1.
Yeah.
It automatically put me at wounded 2 once I removed my dying conditions, so...
You shouldn't be at
Okay.
wounded 2. You didn't go down twice in this fight, did you?
No.
Then
No.
you shouldn't be at wounded 2. I don't know why you had
Fair
that.
enough.
Still, though, you are on the cusp of dying at dying 3. Your allies might need to help you there. After this one quickly comes around, gets you off the back of their cleric, fights for Yogg-Sothoth here, and takes some damage as well. But unfortunately, too far away from Kiba as well. Parenth, what do you do here?
Well, I'm gonna have the dragon get gas back up.
Okay. Things that happen when enemies get very lucky.
Gaz finally completed a full circle around his character of effects.
That's amazing.
56. Gets Gaz back up. But now you're at wounded 2, and if you go down to a crit, you are dead, absolutely. Keep that in mind.
Gotcha.
You have a
Yeah.
hero point left.
I have 2 hero points saved up, thankfully.
Okay, and yeah, whenever you would gain a dying point or condition at any point, except for when you go down, you can use that to automatically become stabilized. Yes.
I might need to use my fast healing spell on you this fight.
Anything else, Perth?
Yes, I have 3 actions left.
Hmm.
This is looking kind of dire. I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Killer on the monk next to Gaz.
All right.
I love that spell so much.
Try to dig into their worst fears, and they critically fail it.
They should die.
I need another Fortitude saving
Immediately.
throw then from him.
Okay. And their fortitude is their worst, but they roll a natural 20.
Ah, seriously.
They're beyond death, but still, they take the critical failure effects of this still.
You have 12d6 damage, fleeing, and you're frightened 4.
Yes. A very nasty situation for them to be in, fleeing, and yeah.
How do I roll this as 12d6?
Just
Try to
type it
roll
in.
8d6. Okay.
Just click the little dices down at the bottom up until you get 12s. The 12 of them.
Can't wait to see this number
Hold
go.
on.
You just click the dice down at the bottom up above. There we go.
Yeah.
Or,
It still didn't roll right. Yeah, it didn't give me an option to add. I tried to add another 4d6, but
well, no, just basic baseline. Like you see the d6s buttons down at the bottom of your dice tray there. You can just
yeah.
click through those. I know you want to do it as mental damage, but it's faster doing it that way because yeah, they will take the resistance value, of course, but I would just do that on them. But anyway, unleashing that Phantasmal Killer on them. Yeah, something breaks inside of them. They start fleeing, even though they don't die from it.
Frightened 4, and I'm done. Huh?
Yes. So, with that, also Gaz shouldn't be frightened anymore because those aren't automatically taken down for some reason. We go to her. Now that she is unassailed, not stupefied, not grappled, let's try that again. Reaction harm.
I will try to punch her still.
Mm-hmm.
I used my reaction.
I can cancel it, but I can at least hurt her.
Mm-hmm.
You could
It's-
cancel it with a lucky strike.
That's 20.
I was about to say something about my redemption, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. So,
Like I said,
this fight has been so many natural 20s, natural 1s, changing the complete outcome of anything. She is struck for 62 from that. And she still has 61 waiting on her when we come back to Giraffe's turn. Gods again!
Holy smokes!
And she is also slowed 1 until the end of her next turn, continually, because she rolled another natural 1. Holy.
so
So,
does this just have it twice on one turn? Does it not mean delayed consequences basically got rid of one turn of slow?
Slow is on Giraffe, not Gaz. Or, yeah, the delayed consequence was for Giraffe's
got
attack.
rid of. Well, no, she
No,
still has.
you-
Well, at this point, yes, it does mean that she got rid of 1 point of slow because she got reapplied slow here. But either way, all ends up the same.
Oh, wait, no, it was Gaz's attack that got delayed. Sorry.
That's all she can do. She screwed up again by Gaz. Garma's here.
Your missionary is going to take a bit of a hop and a skip over to this side, and then he's going to try and clear out the rest of the compulsion to honor something that he doesn't respect.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to volley out a skunk bomb and a major healing potion, and then he's going to spend his last action skunk bombing the cleric once again,
Okay.
since it seems the monk at least won't be a problem now.
Misses by 1 even then. She's very slippery.
Shame. Well, so hope for a good or poor fort save on your
Mhm.
part.
Still is enough to critically succeed there.
Bummer. Well, that's it for Overseer's turn.
Okay, as soon as we
happens.
get to Giraffe's turn, the slice that you made towards her actually happens. It sort of slices through her at this moment. She only delays it for like a couple of seconds. Which means was it Bloodthirst, right?
Probably.
Yes, so let's give her the persistent 2d8, and now you do get the blood sort of spreading out and towards you. Your temp
No,
HP.
just less.
Alright.
I'm gonna start with a double slice against her.
Mm-hmm.
I
Remember,
might
she
be
is
making
not
5
flanked
attacks. This-
here, but she would be
Um,
flanked if you went north.
Okay, I'm gonna flank her then, using
Hmm.
my hasted action to stride.
Alright.
And time to make 4 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Please make several crits.
First strike hits. The Bloodthirst.
I tried.
31.
Oh,
Looks
I'm
like
far
weak.
from over, Kiba.
And Gosh comes in around the side. 19. Doesn't critically strike. Kiba, should he have Inspire Courage?
Yes, it's still active.
I don't know
until
why
my
it
turn.
falls off of a giraffe every time. But either way, yes, that's a crit instead, giraffe.
Awesome.
And then stabbing really harshly with that parrying dagger, the main Gosh.
Can there be
Into her-
multiple
oops,
bleed effects on
sorry.
one character?
What?
Can there be multiple kinds of bleed effects on a character, or no?
No, it can only be the highest, which it did sort of.
Darn.
Well, this wouldn't be higher than the 2d8. Still, though, this point would use her last focus point, though, to delay that consequence as well. That critical strike. Yoke, Sephiroth, will sustain me through time.
Giraffe just keeps laughing as he goes for 2 more attacks at map 6.
Okay. That will hit.
Oh my gosh.
Sort of like in Zelda, where you can have the time rune or whatever it's called build up strikes on her. Affect them all at once.
So does she like go flying at the end?
Well, I mean,
Darn.
Just
Probably.
ragdolls across the room.
I'd love to see her body explode and just like flop around like in Gmod.
but Giraffe, at this point, you're very certain that once it comes around to you again, once a few more seconds pass, she can't stand up to that blow. She may die from it. Kiba, what do you do at this point?
I don't want to take any chances with that monk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put up a hymn of healing for Gaz.
They are fleeing, so that you have a round, no matter what here.
Oh, they're forgot about the fleeing.
Yes. And the dragon is blocking their only fleeing route, so,
Good luck.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily have to worry too much about Gaz getting a dying status this turn.
they're frightened 4 as well, so very low on AC at the point.
The delayed damage is going to happen at the end of her turn, isn't it?
Yes. Or
I don't wanna
at the
take
end, at Giraffe's turn, because that's when it happened.
Yeah, I don't want to take that risk.
Mm-hmm.
I will refresh my song. My anthem.
Mm-hmm.
So, one more round for everybody.
There you go.
I love Courageous Anthem. It does so much.
I am missing it on myself.
I think the dragon should be given Courageous Anthem too.
Oh, yeah, sure. Can't leave him out of it. So, Eva?
Yes, I'm seeing Courageous Anthem.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I didn't get it. I really need to fix that in some way. It's really fucking annoying me. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so go with a strike. See if I can do something about her.
Mhm.
I can.
You can. Once again,
I can.
as she's cackling towards Giraffe, she almost ignores Kiba, and Kiba, you
Delay
find the
this.
opportunity to stab it straight through her back, and because she's already delaying one consequence, she can't delay two at a time. It simply ends her. And the other delayed strike also slices through at the same time because she can't sustain the delayed consequences anymore. She is eviscerated in quick succession, falling to the ground. And for the purposes of it, this monk is rushing away. They are fleeing. You doubt you'll see them again because they're running at 40 feet of movement unless you guys really want to chase them down in any way.
I
They
Where
seem
they-
like a future
where-
problem.
Where are they gonna go? The dragon is blocking the door.
They would go to this door up here. Giraffe's door.
Ooh, I can make an
Anyone got a
opportunity
ballista?
attack against him as he passes me.
then I stride.
Okay.
I don't think I can ethically attack a fleeing target.
You
I
can
don't know
because
if
they're
there's any
going.
specific anathema about it,
Alright, here.
but it feels wrong.
For the purpose of it, they're gonna waste a round fleeing. You guys have a full round to kill a very hurt, low AC enemy. You do eventually kill them.
I mean, I could always just grapple them as well.
Yeah, so we don't need to run this out.
I won't kill you, but I'm not gonna save you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, at the end of combat here, I'm gonna use the dragon's remaining actions to do more healing.
Sure. Why not?
You just want me to roll it out?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Now, do you do 3 action heals? Because technically in a
No,
party
I
of
can
5.
only do 2 action heals.
Oh, yes, because he can only use 2 actions himself, yeah.
Correct, because it's summon.
Yeah.
And I only have 3 heals left, so. A little lower level, but. Gaz. I'm just gonna keep rerolling this healing button until it's good.
Mm-hmm. So Gaz. Then
More Gaz.
Gaz again.
You'll never guess who's getting this next one.
Mm-hmm. Dragon's like, oh, come on.
God, please make this stop. That's actually all the healing spells he has available.
Oh, okay.
Actually, he can only do 6. He only has level 3 and level 4.
Yeah, level 3 or 4. Yeah.
A level 2 restoration wouldn't be enough to really do much against the
No,
DCs, correct?
Because counteracts need to be of near level to what they're trying to counteract. So, Dragon goes away.
The dragon and goes back home.
Mm-hmm. Give yourselves 80 experience points. Because that is another moderate encounter.
Hmm.
Deadly moderate
Oops,
encounters
all
here.
moderates.
One more encounter with cultists like this, and I can start digging my own grave.
Spell storing dagger on this one, huh?
Mm-hmm. It has within it blindness, which is useless because it has incapacitation. So I don't know why they have it, but it's there.
Does that basically just work like spell strike, basically?
It's like a spell storing as a ability is a little bit different. Let me see, where's spell storing? 2 words?
It's called Spell Reservoir now,
Oh, spell reservoir now. Okay.
and it is like you do attack with the weapon to trigger the spell.
Yeah, it's a single action. You make a strike, and then you expend. So it's actually like a enhanced, spell strike. Oh, a single action spell strike.
It says 2 in the remastered version.
Oh, it doesn't. That's great.
Yeah.
Either way, you can put a new spell into it. You don't need to keep the blindness, of course.
Could I give that spell storing to somebody else and then put spells in the weapon for them?
Yeah, you can put spells in the weapons for them. At least in my book. I don't know. I will say yes to it.
Oh boy, can't wait for Giraffe to explode someone with a fireball and on a poison blade.
Poison spell storing, fucking everything happens all at once on it. Kind of like my other group, who has 3 runes that apply or 2 runes of fortitude saves that crit spec as fortitude save, and they have the fearsome rune as well. So, Frighten 2 on a crit. A lot of stuff on a fucking crit. Anyway, so still a little bit of scrapes on you guys. This eerily sort of dampened sound room. It's like you're standing in a sound studio where there's like foam padding, except here it seems to be these chimes along the walls. Magical about them.
We're gonna need to get rid of our woundeds, I think, at the very least.
I'm gonna just
Definitely.
machine as well.
Okay, so you guys sit down for some treat wounds. It has finally been an hour after you guys had come down here, and at that hour, at that sort of hour of influence in this place that you feel, I need everyone to roll a will save, as again that burning gaze at the back of your mind tries to drill its way further into you. Even those who did already fail and do already have the unsettling attention, I need you to roll it again with the penalty that it is itself applying.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Not sure how to make this see the unseen effect stay on me longer.
You can edit the effect itself on, like, in your character sheet. You can go to the effects tab and then edit it, I think. Can you do that on your end?
Yes.
Alright, go and find
I'm
it.
gonna get that. I got it.
Ugh, I can't understand how you managed to down so many of these all at once. Gaz, sorry to get sick of them myself.
I've had a lot of training when it comes to downing copious amounts of liquid.
What did he mean by this?
Francis looks at Gaz kind of weird.
At parties, get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm just saying that's a lot of alcohol, probably.
Yeah, well, it's a party.
I guess Cuba fast heals himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So-
actually strong. I really should be using that more often outside battle.
Yeah, it's better than lay on hands, I think.
Yeah, lay on hands is 3 turns. 3 turns of that, and this is, basically 1 more turn over lay on hands.
Yes. You failed again, so you still just have the unsettling attention on yourself. Nothing changes for you. Yarmsir, you start to feel that feeling watched.
Oh boy.
So, -2 status penalty to fear effects saves. Eva, unfortunately for you, you also start feeling it yourself.
That's a shame.
As more of you starting to succumb to this bad feeling. Giraffe, though. Giraffe, you critically fail.
Oh.
You feel the fear, the feelings, it's just exhausting almost at this point. So, whenever you become frightened, you also become enfeebled 1, and you have the unsettling attention on you, of course. There's just an added effect whenever you become frightened.
Yay!
Now, most everyone in the party, save for Parent, who has hidden his mind from that influence because of that spell, feels that presence all around you.
So that was our first 10 minute in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing 10 more?
We should do 10 more so we can get rid of the wounded.
Francis is going to pull out a scroll and cast another spell on himself.
Okay.
Gaz, how much are you down?
I'm like down about 18-ish.
I'm fairly healthy.
Okay, so it would be good if I could get, let's see, if we can heal that 18 before the 10 minutes.
I do still have a little bit of healing on me.
I have 2 moderates on me.
I'm gonna use the last Lover's Knot.
It's from
Oh.
forever ago.
Is that like a one turn
Talisman.
sort of heal.
Yep.
Like Svetlana Levitin from Oleg's Trading Post at level 2.
We should use some of that Moonrise soup to handle the fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say we still have that soup.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Do we have any minor heals?
We have a bunch of healing potions in the back in the convoy.
I can quickly down one of those. Too.
Yeah, if we have like the absolute minor ones, just to get full health.
While you guys
For
are
the
finishing
voids.
up, sorry as well. Anybody who searches usually roll me a perception check for the room again. Now that you have a chance to look through it before you are immediately attacked, you know.
Gaz just needs like another heal, right? Like, would a heal spell remove the wounded from him? if it
Yes,
hits with
as
a
long
bomb?
as he's at max HP, magical healing can remove wounded.
Does he have to start at max HP?
No, as long as he ends up at max HP. Yeah.
I'm just gonna use another scroll of heal, and that will just heal you all the way at this point.
Yeah,
So
we're
just base 24 healing.
Yeah. Yarmasir, you're noticing something strange about the chimes in the room. Most all of them are dampening, but one
Yes.
amongst them seems very different from all the rest. Like it wants to enhance the sound, but it's being overwhelmed by all the other chimes. Seems special. In fact, I moved it. Yes.
Did someone get a faulty shipment when they first put this place together?
Mm-hmm. Or well. Chris, yes. Yarmasir, you're not sure. Very high level, in fact, AoE spell.
Oh, Aaron.
Yes.
I would say
Look
the
at
cash
this.
was 70-10.
That's for you, I think. 70-10 damage. In an AoE.
And can deafen.
I can deafen.
Sure.
Bullying of spellcasters. Hooray.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're playing a AP in Numeria where the inventors are gonna get literally everything. You got your stuff from from the Numerian Castruccio, so
So it'll take 3 actions to cast from this wand. It looks like. Is that correct?
cast spell the expedition.
Oh, because it has widen on it, I think.
Yes, yes. So it does take 3 actions to cast it. Always. So it's something you want to have in your hand for every fight, maybe.
Yeah, Parent is gonna carry it.
All right. Carrying that chime around, you hold on to the chiming part so it doesn't make, of course.
Yeah.
But
Is everybody okay here?
Yeah. Should be a lot safer now.
How long does like the stupefied last on people?
that stupefy is going away.
Yay!
Guys, you're unharmed, so no more wounded. Everyone is good on their conditions here.
I had 2 wounded and got rid of 1 actually.
No, you're at full health with a healing spell. I
fair
think
enough.
both of them go away, yeah. Either way. There is actually one other thing I should mention. I forgot to mention from Yarmasir's perception check. You notice as well, same way that you noticed the other ones, secret doors
Oh no.
to the east. Or at least one secret door to the east. Then a normal door to the west, and a normal door to the north here that I keep accidentally opening.
Well, they usually hide good things in secret rooms, right?
They hit a banshee in the last one.
Surely there aren't 2 banshees in one area.
Well, the room after the banshee had 2 monks and a cultist.
Oh, that wasn't okay. Shall we continue? Get this over with.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright. Go away.
Let's do this one.
press the hidden lever to let the stones fall away into a niche, and you're greeted by a different atmosphere. One that is an enormous natural cavern, lit by this phosphorescent fungus. Several stalagmites, some as high as 15 feet, sprout from the cavern floor, each mirrored above by a companion stalactite. As a result, the cavern has this unsettling appearance of a half-closed mouth filled with needle-sharp teeth. 20 feet above the floor, a wide ledge that you guys are on rings the cavern, although much of the ledge along the north side of the cavern seems to have crumbled away. There's 4 doors that lead out from the ledge there, where you can see some, entry points here and up here, but no longer connected, some of them, to the rest of the ledge.
May not be anything special about this, but it might help us move around if needed.
You guys see anything in here?
Let's find out.
Hint, hint.
Mhm.
Perception checks.
Yeah, perception checks, of course. If you're
I
so...
hadn't entered the room yet.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Wow.
Pet peeve of mine to have players just hiding in a doorway, checking for traps and enemies and everything. And then every fight starts with the, whole party in a fucking hallway, and it's really... Anyway. So. Well, you guys don't notice all that much as you start to enter the room here. Seems safe enough.
Should we go check the other entryways up there?
Probably. Mushrooms are a bad sign, maybe.
Parentheses will start moving around the ledge.
They had to get their food somewhere, I guess.
Gaz and Kiva, are you following?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So,
I think I'd rather not isolate myself down there.
good that you don't, or maybe not. Who
Yeah.
knows? Because as you hear some dripping water in the cavern, you look down at the sort of dirty sort of ponds that make up some portions of this chamber. And out from this central one, you can't tell how deep it is, but it seems much deeper than it actually is, because from some forsaken depth there, hidden away under the stone and just, caused by the water, you start to see something moving, frothing, causing the water to wake and sort of bulge out as birthing out from it seems to be this maw at the end of a tentacle, eyes sort of streaming alongside the tentacle, and then some teeth along its side too sort of open up as if from the middle of the sinews, just apparating out from it, and then more, until there's this massive conglomeration of jaws, teeth, and black sinewy musculature sort of teething with acid and roaring out from many, many mouths, this gibbering, this confused huddle of many different languages all at once. And well, it looks like it wants to feed.
Yeah, I'm not really a
Would
fan.
Did you
But before we get to anything else, I think we're close enough to the end of the session before what will amount to a big fight.
Yeah.
We should end it here, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, I am getting tired.
Yeah.
what are the chances that this is the thing that was being sealed down here?
Seems a very unassuming cavern to be sealing something so horrible. Maybe there's even worse somewhere here. But yeah, those of you watching, thank you all. Happy to always do this every week. I'm back on schedule after moving and all that, and I have a nice new chair, actually, a Herman Miller. It's very nice. You can get them very cheap. Go on Facebook Marketplace. But, my back doesn't hurt anymore while I'm playing, so that's good. And, yeah. If you guys like these maps, they are Paizo's maps. Please buy the Kingmaker AP, if you're gonna run it, because Paizo did a very, very good job with all these maps, and I add my supplemental maps to it as well. like you can see right above it. There it is. And yeah, Kiba, you also stream.
Sure. Sure do. Hey there, I am Chris Kobold, player of Kiba, and I stream on Twitch at Captain_Kobold at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, focusing on indie games and retro games. Currently playing Animal Well. I'm in the finale of it. Come by
Very
sometime,
good
it'll be
game.
fun.
Right, that's
God, it's
really
so good. It's incredible.
I need to play more. I've only played like a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week. See ya.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
TTFN Toto for now. Wait, is that copyrighted?